Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And apparently you can lower your reputation by yelling. So the reason why you can yell in this game is for... You know how sometimes it's really annoying when NPCs are just in your way and you cannot get past? I guess this is not much of an issue in this game, is it? Because we can just straight up walk through them. Huh. Either way, this is the idea of yelling.
Hey!
They just run away. Apparently you can lower your reputation by doing this. I was not aware. Interesting. Either way, let us continue over to Garrett Gorge. I believe that is actually to the west of here, if I'm not mistaken. Either way,
Hey!
he says, "Hey,
Get back!
get back."
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Stand aside. Step aside.
Yep. Oh, a pedestal. What was this? Accuracy. +5 skill points for Rohani. That is actually really nice. Everybody else fails the test. Real quick, actually, you mentioned earlier that there was a treasure chest just out of bounds that is unreachable. This one here we can reach. Also, what was telekinesis? Was it spirit magic or what was it? Either way, I think the treasure chest was over here, if I'm not mistaken. Off the side, just out of bounds of Ravenshore. I might be mistaken. You go up there. Oh. I don't think we've activated this obelisk yet. Ethunes. Interesting. Yellow barrel. Accuracy. Orange barrel is intelligence. The one thing my Minotaur doesn't get, basically. Okay, have we opened this one already? We have. Yes, indeed. Nothing interesting over there. May have not been here. Either way, this is going Shadow Spire. Over here we go to Alvar, so you can go direct to Alvar from this place here. We have opened up this one. I am pretty certain about this. Either way, apparently there's a treasure chest just out of bounds that is unreachable. I have seen it before. I don't know in which area it is. I thought it was up here, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, it's not here anyways. Either way, let's move over to Garrett Gorge. Exactly west should be the fastest path. Hooray, saved the frogs. Welcome to you, Moikite. How are you doing? Flying Ogre yells at town, more at 11. Indeed. I'm not sure we can go here. There's a limit how high you can fly. So actually I need to maneuver past the thingies just a little bit. 5 days to Garrett Gorge. Let's do it. We have a dragon egg to deliver and I don't know what else we would need to do. I think that's all we need in order to get the alliance for the dragons. Draw! Nice.
What lies ahead?
What lies ahead is a bunch of dragons. Don't worry. They are friends. And they are still scared, just kind of falling down a little bit, at least indoors. Even though we have Featherfall guys. Also, in previous Might and Magic games, just running too fast down the steps could actually make you take fall damage. Might and Magic 8 seems to be a lot more lenient in that regard. So let's see. Quest.
You disturb me again. This had best be important.
Quest.
Now that I need not fear my heir's destruction, I will visit my revenge on Kishot. His camp will face the assault of fire and claw. Those who have hunted us now are our prey animals.
They are already dead. All of them. Well, except for Kishot.
As for your alliance, you have done me a great service. I will honor my debt. As soon as I've set my enemies to flight toward the beyond, I will join the Alliance Council in Ravenshore.
And promote dragons.
You have proven yourselves, and I will promote any dragons that travel with you to great worms.
Alrighty. By the way, worms have wings and 2 claws, dragon have 4 claws. So does that mean our dragon now only has 2 claws at this point? Nope. Still full. Oh well. Also we could have delivered the Naga hides. I kind of missed that opportunity. Back under the blankets. Enjoy. So either way, we have now a great worm in our party. Ithilgor. He can become Grandmaster Dragon, which should be just around here somewhere. Not entirely sure where, but it's here somewhere. Thanks for your help, Grandmaster Dragon. You already Grandmaster in this skill? Wait, what? Does that automatically promote me to Grandmaster as well? Interesting. I was not aware of that. So now... Wait. Wait. You were already Grandmaster Dragon? I didn't realize you didn't need to be a Great One for this until just now, even though I clearly already did that. That didn't click in my head until just now. Interesting. So, meditation, learning, what else? ID Master or ID item in Shadowspire would be nice to get. That way we can identify literally everything. There is some special items that actually was unable to identify, even in shops when I was a kid. I still remember that one bow that I had and I couldn't identify it until it finally broke for some reason, and then I repaired it, and then I could finally read what it was. Although I have no clue what it is. Either way, I would say let's briefly explore the outskirts here. Just kind of where it's dark on the map still, and then we move over to Shadowspire and finally start exploring the map of Shadowspire. As mentioned before, it is a pretty dangerous area overall. And yeah. Also, someone earlier asked, how far am I into the game? I would say about halfway through, question mark? I don't actually know. That's my assumption. Also, here's the path that leads over to Murmur Woods, if you wanted to go there. I guess we could go Murmur Woods as well, if we wanted to. Am I not already Grandmaster Dragon? Well, I am now. Oh wait, was I Grandmaster Dragon before already? And that's why I had it? Oh, I'm a huge nerd, aren't I? I think that's true. I completely forgot about it. The Unicorn Kin. Oh, Unicorn Kin? Like unicorns are a thing in this game? That's silly. Unicorns don't exist. Here's some Nagas left. Oh, also the Naga hideout is here. Right, that's a thing too. So if I just strafe slowly, we're still taking damage from those guys. But can do this. Yeah, actually that's right. I completely missed that. I completely missed that. I already had the Grandmaster Dragon. For some reason that didn't click in my head anymore. So the egg was basically just for the building the alliance. Now our last quest in that line is essentially just building an alliance with... They don't like my vampire for some reason. Now my last quest in that line is essentially just... either the Necromancer Guild or the other ones. Which one? I don't know which one we're going for. Actually I do. A lot of Nagas. Also, I don't know what is in the Naga's lair here. Maybe in the notes from the Kiatlan guy we would be able to learn. Actually, I was just thinking, wait, there were Nagas as well in the other crypt where Corvu was. Maybe that's where we need to go, into the Naga lair right here. Maybe they took the remains of Corvu. We only have the sarcophagus, but not the remains. Maybe that's where we need to go. That one Naga is already gone, basically. Alrighty. I think this is faster if I do it like this, essentially. So, also, blessing. They don't even deal that much damage.
I have no idea.
Kill it, guys. There, Naga warrior down. Hit this one.
Haven't seen one before.
I want you to keep casting your flame breath spell. So this seems way easier to take out the rest of the Nagas here. We can even take them head on at this point, I would say. Well, I guess we can. Might not be too healthy. Although we do have means to not get or not be poisoned anymore. Here you probably want to heal her. And we also probably want to give her some cure poison, because that is poison, in case you're wondering what that status effect was. Status effects might not be immediately obvious. Either way, we have a lot of Naga heights. We still have some other ones that I kind of failed to deliver to Ravenshore, so I guess we are going through Ravenshore in order to get back to Shadow Savire afterwards. That seems like the quickest way to go about things. Dragon's Breath nuke the Nagas? Yes, that is the current plan. Didn't we already clean up all the Nagas here? Oh, we did, and the Dragon Hunter pets are now back as well, so that's a little bit awkward. I don't feel like cleaning them out again. The stonework facade of this ancient temple has crumbled into the sand of time. Still, its majesty and mystery remain.
What lies ahead?
Well, a bunch of Nagas, apparently.
I have no
Serpent
idea.
Men, we have seen those. We haven't seen those in a while, actually, but we have seen those before. So let's try to take care of the Nagas first.
No.
Serpent Men Warriors. Insta-kill. Hitting them back here. Let's see, this might actually hit us as well. It did, but it did so much damage to everything else too, so it was worth it anyways. So life drain on this guy, just making sure that we don't get poisoned by a random source.
I have no idea.
Hit the Nagas. And let's just attack normally at this point. Back off a little bit, because we can. Hit the Naga Queen.
Please help me.
I think she just got poisoned twice. Yeah, alright. Naga is almost dead. That Naga is dead, that Naga is dead. Alrighty. Once again, usually it seems like that the most dangerous area is the entrance to a dungeon. And I feel like this will hold true as well right now. Most likely as well. I do remember as a kid when I entered this dungeon here for the first time. I had no clue what was waiting for me because all I did was just fly around for about an hour or so in order to clear out all the Nagas in front of it, just kind of flying back and forth. I was really inefficient about it, by the way. But eventually I got it done, and I still remember my character essentially exclaiming, I don't even know who it was, but he exclaimed,
Whose idea was this?
as soon as I entered. And that was so funny because my friend who also played this game a little bit at the time was just kind of sitting next to me, and we ended up just laughing about that quite a bit. Where are we going through? Since we have Grandmaster Perception, we really don't need to worry too much about things. Hit a switch. And it opens up. Path to a Naga Queen. And this opens up a path to even more. Thanks to Grandmaster Perception, or just Perception in general, I guess. Maybe not necessarily Grandmaster. We find this. Oh, journal scrap. So far, all the journal scraps have been about that guy. I believe this is the newest one.
My brethren, I fed today upon the body of a young knight.
For the first time since I experienced the hunger, I felt something as I drained this woman of her life. I have no way to describe this sensation, only that it was very unpleasant. My mind wanders, and I think more and more of the reason why Corbu left us so long ago. We experience eternal life, but at the cost of lives of others. There was a terrible windstorm from the north today. I saw trees caught in the storm high above the northern range of the Dragon's Teeth. I have never seen such a storm. I will continue back through the Ravenshore and then on to home. So this guy was on the search for Corby as well. Worthless indeed. To an extent anyways. So this was the top switch. Let's hit the left one. I see, those correspond basically to these areas. We will come back here anyways later. Let's do this, and also bless. Oh hi, good night. At this point we're strong enough to trade on the Naga straight up without too much trouble, so that's nice. As you can see, even though our main attacks deal way more damage, just because we were not at range, at least our arrows are still connecting to those enemies. Which means basically instead of just swinging empty, at least we have some chance of dealing some damage. And especially if we are ready again before they even arrive at our position, we will be able to deal even more damage in the end, so this is way more worthwhile overall. You're poisoned again. You seem to get poisoned pretty frequently. Actually, didn't we have a cure poison spell? Cure paralysis, remove fear, telepathy. Is that charm the exact same spell as this charm? It looks like it. Cure poison. We do have it as a spell. Huh. So we could actually get rid of all the potions at this point. We could either sell them or just them. Wow. That's super rude. I see button, I press button. I was actually lucky that the lady here didn't die to it. I think. I'm going to actually cast Preservation on her. She seems to be the most susceptible one to die all of a sudden. What do we have here? Nothing here. Sarcophagus. More chests. Look pretty fancy overall. Journal scrap. Let's read this real quick before I check out the rest. Oh boy, which one was it? Probably this one. I think it is. Yes.
My brethren, Garrod Gorge is a battlefield. The Dragonsling Knights of Kcharsky Sot and the flights of Deathclaw ready for battle daily, with no end to their conflict in sight. Sight? This battle seems senseless. At least we have reached an uneasy relationship with the necromancers of Shadowspire, upon which we feed. Oh, I guess he's a vampire. Right, not necromancer. Perhaps Corby was indeed mad, but at least we do not battle to feed. Or is it right that another race give up their lives to sustain us? I wonder. Tomorrow I leave for ravage roaming. None of our kind has been to this region since Corbo left us. I do not know what I will find. Answers? Corbo himself? So, Corbo is probably not to be found in here in that case, I guess. Either way, we have a chainmail plus 26 armor. Looks really fancy. I think we'll want to equip that here. And we also have a caravan's crossbow, another one of those. They seem to be overall rather strong, so we will probably want to equip this. And the rest we just leave here at this point. We don't have too much resource.
I don't know how.
You don't know how? You're expert in repairing items. Well, we have a better armor anyway, so it's all fine. I don't know how good the other one was, but probably not as much armor class. She definitely needs it more. Also, according to my little green dots next to the character portrait. Where did that come from? Oh! According to the green dots next to the character portrait, we killed all the enemies.
I like this bauble.
You like this bauble? Gloaming mail. Plus 48 armor, that's a chainmail. Holy cow, that's even better. Well, we just got another upgrade for you. Plus 10 to all statistics, plus 10 to all resistances. Dark Elf. That's pretty crazy. Well, guess who gets that? Dark and light elven dealings have been peaceable, if uneasy for centuries. Before that, there was nothing but war. Few suits over this dark elven war armor have survived the ravages of time. Those that have are understandably coveted. Sweet. And also the Drum of Victory, I do believe this was something we wanted to deliver in Shadowspire. Quest item. These magical items' property are unknown to you. When you tap the drum's head with one of its sticks, the resulting beat resonates with echoes that seem to reflect from the ceiling of the sky. Interesting. Personality plus 16. Interesting. So this is personality plus 8, this is just straight up better. Also looks a bit fancier. More thorns. Alrighty. A necromancer here. Chain or leather. Leather is actually better for a necro, so you know I could equip chain right now. I think that leather armor is better. Although I could also replace basically this one. It's alright. Interesting. So that was this button. Let's push this button. Hi.
Heal me!
Wow. Rude. Naga Queen is done. Isn't that interesting? I'm pretty sure there's another Naga Queen behind this door too, but it's still green for me. So essentially the Naga Queen just doesn't spawn until you push the button. Alrighty, we have everything here. So Drums of Victory were here, also more scraps. An interesting note, I guess. Alrighty, that was the remainder of the things that we could do in this area here. Let's actually just explore this dark spot. Doesn't seem to be anything for now. Then we explore this dark spot, I think. No, we're fine for now. So, we are actually now, I believe, at war with the Kishot guys. Mainly because, well, they don't like us anymore, because, well, now We are allied to the dragons. I don't know whether we can see our reputation anywhere. We probably can. Let me check the controls real quick. History? Might be an H. No. Oh wow, I should have read this from the get-go at some point. We can do that at the end of the game, I guess, if I remember. Feel free to remind me. Just kind of wrap up of the entire story, I guess I would imagine that is. So that was not the key I'm looking for, though. I didn't realize there was a history key. Look up history, rest, quick reference. But alrighty, that's what I was looking for, but that's not what I was looking for at the same time. I knew that character screen existed, but I thought it may actually show reputation. You just read spell points as smell points? Oh boy. Also, as you can see, those guys now are automatically attacking me. They respawn too. So, well, guess what? We kind of have to take them out in order to do business around here. Well, I guess we don't have to, but that's the easy way to handle stuff. Theoretically, we could just go ahead and not worry about it and just line the buildings. I think anyways it still works. But this seems way easier to just clear them out real fast, quote-unquote fast. Eventually they will converge right below me. I will be able to shoot them thanks to Flame Burst. Let's lead them all outside. As well shoot them. Did we have another bow, speaking of shooting, that we just found and I kind of forgot to equip? Indeed we do. I don't know how good that is compared to what we have here. This bow I don't think has anything special, no. So we don't need to worry about that. Shoot is now 17. Just 1 point better, I guess. It's better. So we take it. There's just one guy left over there. We will take care of him afterwards. So one thing I have to say, those guys don't run away in fear after they are wounded, it seems, so that's pretty impressive. By the way, this or damaged armor is worth 1 gold if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Just take out the rest in melee combat, I would say. If there's any rest left anyways. Alright. Did those chests refill as well? No, they didn't. Did they?
I have no idea.
I think they did. Plus 3 hit points. It's not particularly great, but hey, so... Yeah, I think actually they're just refilled. Yeah, they did.
Oops.
So basically, 1 year passed already. So I thought it was every 2 years, because for other reasons, but...
Leave it.
There's that too. So we did get a ring, plus 3 hit points. It's not much, but it's something.
It's shut tight.
Oh, they don't want to play with us anymore, I guess. Plate armor.
It's shut tight.
Nope.
It's shut tight.
I did remember something like that, but I wasn't entirely aware.
Make yourself at home.
Interesting enough, we
There
can
you go,
still
rest well.
rest here in the inn, they don't mind. But every other shop, I think, is
Locked.
exactly blocked now. They don't want us around here
It's
anymore.
locked.
Fair enough. Makes sense to me. Each region has its own reset time and it's weirdly arbitrary. You notice no patterns across the 3 games either. What? Alright. To be fair, it makes sense for certain regions to have other reset timers than others, generally speaking. But, oh well. Master Body Magic. Hey, we are right here. Body Magic. Oh! Oh, I didn't know we didn't want to invest more points. I thought she wasn't a set already, but she was. Right! That's the thing I'm after. I didn't get it yet. I'm a derp. Master Mace. Are you Master? You're Master Mace already. Okay, fair enough. I'm a derp again. Grandmaster Plate, not what I'm looking for. Expert X, Grandmaster Shield, Grandmaster Plate, Master Bodybuilding, Grandmaster Learning. Master Bodybuilding, you say? Don't have enough to get all the way here. You would have enough points, I think. Yeah. Master Bodybuilding for our dragon. Wait, what? Have an endurance of 50? What? Really? He has 21 endurance? That seems awfully low. I did not realize that there were secondary requirements like that. Huh, I've never encountered that. Well, at least not consciously. Expert Arms Master, Master Spirit Magic, and Master Repair Item. Master Repair Item. Do you have enough skill points, buddy? That is 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 7 is 18. You do. But, I mean, that is a really low skill.
Fixed.
Thank you. That is
This item is weak.
a really low skill for that, to be fair. Wait, does that mean that the little hidden compartment over here actually has refreshed as well? It did. I'm surprised. Let's see.
Worthless.
15 endurance and 5 armor. That's really good, actually.
Leave it. Worthless.
We need to sell
I
stuff
don't have
anyway,
the
so
No
if
room.
we have any room,
Can't carry it.
we'll just
My pack's full.
put it into random people's packs. Fixed. Indeed. Hey Meowth, welcome. Also good to see you, Beliam. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. You seem to know everything about every game, by the way. Not quite that extreme, but a lot, which is awesome. So, the wolves? No, I actually never picked up the reagents here, but the wolves didn't respawn yet. Interesting. I thought it was just basically after 2 years the regions reset, but that isn't exactly accurate either. Alrighty, Naga Heights are around here, if I'm not mistaken. No, they are over there, I remember now. That's the mistake I've made twice already. So relaxing like Draken. Nice. Glad to hear you're doing well. Alrighty, then we have
We
Armory.
can outfit you.
Sell this one, sell this one, this one. Do I keep this? I'm not sure. Perham Furbottom, thank you for almost a year of support in a row. Welcome back for such a long time already. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you very much. So, this is 13 armor. This one has inherently 16 armor plus 5, so this is way better. It just keeps that one. Receiving half damage from missiles is really good. And you, no one else is going to use chainmail, so
We can
goodbye.
outfit you.
Looks like a fancy chainmail, but we don't have use for it. Alrighty. Next up, we go ahead and Grandmaster identify monster. We would need to have Nosferatu for that. This is where I wanted to
Our
go.
axes are the best.
Sell this, sell that, sell this. That, and that. And I forgot to sell this. Whatever. Let's get rid of it. Like that was training grounds. The weirdness shop is here.
Selection of heirloom artifacts.
Haste. So, implosion. The inventory, we sell those random scrolls that we don't need. Sell this and that and this. Those as well. We keep the gemstones.
Leave it.
Sell this. Oh, right. I kind of wanted to keep those. That's okay. We got more diamonds apparently. That's interesting. So we no longer need cure poison. I do think we still need cure disease. I don't think we need cure weakness. We have spells for that too. So we start getting more and more space in the inventory here. It's another cure poison that we don't need. That one we don't need. I believe there was one random scroll that was just kind of sneak or stuck in there. Never mind then.
Come back soon.
Okay, okay. So I assume this stuff here has not reset yet. Nope, still the same. Hey, Author Blues. Nice. This is such a fascinating game. It feels like there's so much to do, and everywhere you go, it's really nice. I just really like it. I'm not entirely sure how to put it in words. Glad you like it too. Master the Arc Elf. I think we don't have enough skill points for that, do we, lady? Nope. You're still lacking many skill points, but that's okay. So, let's real quick check whether our coach goes to Shadowspire, otherwise we just walk. Maybe I should have just walked. Not that much longer. Nope, nothing here. Alright, Shadowspire it is. I believe just going over here will lead us to Shadowspire. Just to the east. 5 days to Shadowspire? Let's do this. You never made any progress as a kid despite playing hundreds of hours of it. Nice. There's so much to goof around. Yeah, I actually never finished it myself. I know I completed the Alliance quest, but that's it. I don't think I got any further. Probably. I don't exactly remember though. Either way, Shadowspire. There is a training hall that should
We can train you. Very
train
good.
us higher.
Very good. Very good.
Very good. More skill points for us is always nice. Also, overall more stats and health and stuff, I think anyways. Oh, actually, since the previous Garrett Gorge region reset, there would be new horseshoes too that I could have picked up. I forgot about that. That's alright. So either way, I would say let's start our exploration of the Shadowspire area. I'm just kind of flying over it. I don't know whether there's anything hidden in those rune posts or whatever. It might be. I don't actually know. Like I saw hidden compartments like the other flower. Also, in case you're wondering what those blue dots on the thingy are, usually it's just little reagents and ores and stuff like that. I don't think it has anything more worthwhile. That's the edge of the map already. And there's a lot of skeletons here. But also a lot of stuff overall. So what do you find here?
Worthless.
A blood-dupe crossbow. Not actually too worthless. Orange potion, cure disease, some gold. Someone made... Well, actually that's more like a graveyard. Considering this is behind the area that is essentially Shadowspire. This is, I think, why it's called Shadowspire, the Necromancer's area. This might just be where they dispose of the bodies by just throwing them over the cliff of the... well, not the cliff, but just throw them out. So, the skeleton archers are not terribly strong overall. You just go briefly into melee combat with them and they are just dead. Crossbow. Not a good one. I just threw it away and picked it up in midair. Good job. Once again, I don't necessarily care about killing all of those guys, but hey, there's another obelisk. Let's see whether we find some asteroids sometime. And there is a pedestal, water resistance. Not sure how useful that is, but it's free. Let's also see what we have in here. Some more items. Those seem to be lower level chests compared to what we have found so far. To now extend enemies. Mind resistance, that's okay. We always keep those. And here we have some vampire minions. Cast a spell. I think they cast Bless on themselves. I'm actually not entirely sure. They're at least shooting some projectiles at us that we don't necessarily need to fight them. They are not too strong. Let's see where we are. Nope. Let's just real quick explore the edge of the map here. That's heroism, by the way, that sound effect. We can cast that too. Ooh. I can't say I remember this one. In fact, I do not at all. You couldn't get here without the ability to fly, so I'm curious what's in here. The entrance to this cave has been crudely widened by a creature with claws capable of ripping the hard dark stone.
I love the taste of blood.
I have no idea.
A yard rake? I had no idea they were here. Alright, fire resistance. Preservation. You shoot that thing? It's red, by the way, it's not an ally, unfortunately. Shoot it!
I don't know.
We should be able to take it out. It has a lot of HP. Also, it seems to be stuck in the ceiling? Question mark? Let's get a shield as well against ranged shrapnels and such. No, it's not stuck in the ceiling. I don't know how strong a yard
Never
rake
seen
is,
one
but
before.
it might be too strong for us to take out regardless. It hit us. Well, it didn't. It tried to hit us. We missed. That thing has a lot of armor, probably. So hitting through it might be difficult. It doesn't deal that much damage, so I think we are fine for now. Ooh, although Ithilgor took a lot of damage there. Ithilgor is probably our best damage dealer since he has a reliable attack on it.
I have no idea.
Halfway done. Alrighty. I'm glad I cast the preservation on her. She would have straight up died there. I don't think he will target her until she is back on her feet. I'm not going to revive her, otherwise if he attacks, I think preservation only lasts for one hit. Okay. I think we should just take it out before we revive, or yeah, reanimate her essentially. Pretty sure she would have straight up
I
died.
don't. Who's next?
Who's next? Oh boy. It took out a dragon, guys. She was as much in the minus HP as it pretty much gets, it seems. She'll get no experience in that case. Too bad. I'm okay with this, to be completely frank with you, for her not dying anyways. I don't have to worry about anything. So, real quick, I want to see whether this is one of those kinds of dragons. So basically, dragons are incredibly strong creatures, and if you kill them, they have a very high chance of giving you various items. And that usually includes them basically sticking around as a body. Like you click on them, they give you an item, and then you can click on them again, and they can give you another item, and they can stay around. In this case, it didn't stay around, or stick around.
Worthless.
Might plus 19. Worthless, you say. High resistance to... Either way, what you can do is you can actually save scum that. Oop, what? Wait, what? Why did it replace this one? No, you keep that. Actually, maybe you should get that. No, that's fine. Either way, you can actually save scum that. I'm not going to do it, I'm just pointing it out for anyone curious. I am where. You can save and then just click on the body. If you get an item without the body is appearing, you save again. And then you click again on the body. If you get an item without the body is appearing, you save again, etc. Otherwise you just reload.
Haven't seen one before.
I don't seem to be able to hit him from here. Oh, now we hit. Is he friendly?
I have no idea.
There's more of them.
I have no idea.
Well, after we hit him, he's
I
probably
have
not
no
friendly
idea.
anymore. Well, also... We can see them out of the corner of our eyes, but not directly.
I have no idea.
Considering that the other Drake was not friendly, I don't think this one is going to be friendly. Need to aim lower, I think. Well, he was friendly before, he definitely doesn't like you now. Yeah, that's true. One shot at accidental thing and it's over for you, basically. You might not be able to take out those guys. Considering that the entrance was also not friendly, I'm pretty sure those guys are not friendly overall.
I have no
Like, we can
idea.
shoot them from such a far range that they don't even appear yellow in the action bar here. Oh, that dragon comes over here. He appears to be closer.
I don't know it.
I wonder if I have haste. Haste should be a fire spell. I don't think I have haste. So weird that they don't even try to come over here. Here.
It is down.
Hey, that thing was surprisingly easy to take down. I have no idea what this map is actually. Wow, that thing is dead already? The Dragonet is hatchling? Whoa, I figured those would be way more powerful.
I have no idea.
That Yardrake was really scary, so I figured it would be making everything scary in here, but that's not necessarily the case. Dragonets seem to be not too terribly exciting. Also, by the way, what I would normally do is just kind of briefly face left or right a little bit and then dash forward or backwards in order to dodge this, since normally you cannot strafe in this game, at least not to my knowledge. This is because of a mod that I can do that now. But I can dodge those things regardless. It would just kind of look a lot more ugly. Because essentially I would do this, and then this. Shoot again, backwards, shoot again, backwards, shoot again, and then move forward, shoot again. You get the idea. Would be not nearly as convenient, to be fair, so... Great worm!
I have no idea.
Oh, that's a big one, actually.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
that's a way bigger one than I thought it would be. Let us run towards the entrance. He takes basically minimum amount of damage, it feels like. But we do hit him reasonably often.
Haven't seen one before.
This is also why ranged weapons are really nice. Certain enemies you just don't want to encounter in melee combat, so you just stay away. Also, by the way, when you stagger an enemy because you hit them, they essentially cannot move forward or even get pushed back a little bit. And real-time combat or turn-wise combat in a lot of cases doesn't really make much of a difference. Where's the trap metal shotgunning? I've actually never done that. I know it's apparently really strong. But since I've only one person that can even use, I think it's air magic anyways. It's not exactly a thing. Let's see. A learning book. Oh,
I like this bauble.
I don't like this bauble. That doesn't seem terribly intriguing. So there's just one thing over there, it seems like. We have the dragon, the great worm, and the dragon. So still a bunch of dragons left. Not entirely sure whether they are already coming over here, or whether it's the same case as I did with the thing when I was a kid. You know how there are those leader pirates on the pirate ships around Daggerwood Island? When I was a kid, what I did essentially, I positioned myself in a way where I could just press the A button, even though they are normally too far away to target. I was able to just shoot at those pirate guys from pretty much maximum range anyways, and after about 5 or 10 minutes of straight up shooting, I ended up taking them out. And I think something similar is happening here. But basically, I'm too far away, I'm automatically out of their aggro range, they just de-aggro every time I hit them. And so there's that. Take care, Lucha Bear, thank you for dropping by and have a good night. Dragons are so OP? Yeah, in this case it would just take way longer without a dragon. In fact, you probably would not have been able to take out that Geardrake melee-wise in the beginning of the, or in the
I don't know it.
entrance of the doorway, and would have had to come back later. This is definitely a pretty large advantage. The Dragon Breath always hits as long as it connects with the target. It doesn't need to roll, and it also deals always a ton of damage.
I've never seen one before.
So that was a disappointing first Great Worm for whatever item I got there. Let's see whether we are getting comfy better. So Dragonnet, Hatchling, I don't expect anything terribly worthwhile from those guys. 23 gold, 25 gold. Yeah, they're not worth much. Another Dragonnet. This is a straight up dragon, we get a chainmail from it.
I like this bauble.
Whoa, that's a pretty fancy chainmail if you ask me. Plus 36 armor, 17 fire resistance. Oh wow, this one is broken.
It's fixed.
He fixed it? I'm surprised. Either way, this is a unique chainmail, so it's pretty much straight up better. But this one is really good too. We might want to replace this one here. Not sure. It's pretty good. But it's kind of a type of chainmail you can generally buy rather than it being unique. Even though it looks unique to us right now, because that's the first one we've seen. Great Worm, let's see. Plate Armor.
I like this bubble.
Dark Knight Player of the Sky. Plus 10 spell points, plus 10 speed and intellect. Intellect doesn't help us, but speed and spell points are nice. What does this one have? This is just a regular one, so basically it's just a little upgrade. We probably should move this one to your inventory, since you are my merchant. Also, here, let's move all the gemstones over to Ithilgor. He likes gemstones, I'm sure of that. Gemstone, gemstone, gemstone. And that's that. Let's see. Dragon Hammer acquired. Right. That might have been a terrible idea in hindsight to give you the thing. Because that might make you unable to get stuff to identify. Oh, that just barely works. Trollish Maul. 12 plus 2d5, so that is 2 to 10 damage. That is 14 to 22 damage. This one here has... I think that was 12 plus... Actually, that was 9 plus... Yeah, that was 12 to... I guess it depends on whether something is susceptible to fire damage or not. Overall, this... yeah, no. This is better, what we have already. Longsword acquired.
Worthless.
Champion Sword of Ice. If we didn't already have two really good swords, this might have been pretty decent too. She just has Elsen Rail and Judicious Measure, which are both unique weapons. Alrighty, what do we have here? What did you hide, guys? Brimstone's Cave.
Their impressive performance reaching me was not easy. Perhaps you're the adventurers I seek. You see, I wish to explore the world on these days. Even the dragon would be smart enough to travel alone.
Ah, I have Ithilgor already. Also, I don't remember Brimstone at all. Like, I know where Floundering is. I was told there was, I think, 4 dragons? I'm not sure I knew about this one. Might have been, I don't remember this thing at all. Like, I vaguely remember this, to an extent, a cave like this, but I thought it was in a different area. That we don't get there yet. But, no, buddy. You didn't help your brethren when they were being attacked by robbing plunderers that we are. I apologize, but maybe you should try to help next time. Either way, that was actually something useful in the corner. That's a sarcophagus, yes. We have an entire sarcophagus of Corbu. We need to find his remains still, I don't know where those are, in order to turn them in. That's a skeletal dragon.
I have no idea.
So those are the skeleton dragons that we heard reports about. Where the guy that took Ebonest wanted to try and
Leave it.
stop them from being resurrected, because that's one of the dragon hunter dies. And there's more of those. Challenge of intellect. Let's just try to take them out. I do believe they have a decent rate at cursing you. I'm not going to move up or down this time, I don't think. Either way, skeletal dragons are Yeah. That's not curse, that's fear. They are pretty decently strong, which is why I didn't want to come here earlier, although I may have underestimated our ability in hindsight. So let's see, do you have remove fear? Or something like that? No. No, we don't. Amulet. Maybe I should pick up the bodies with another character instead. Maybe I should go ahead and try to get remove here. So this is the Mad Necromancer's Laboratory. We're going to go here in just a moment. I need to take care of Rouhani not being feared anymore. I have to admit, I don't actually know what that exactly does. Also, that's a lot of skeletons here. You know, like a lot. What we can do, is the usual. Kill a bunch of them, but at the same time, taking out so many little guys is probably going to take ages. Which doesn't end up being too terribly interesting to me. I'm just going to ignore those guys. Do you have remove fear? Oh, I do. Oh, thank you. I did miss that. I thought I did, but basically when I didn't find it, I thought I only picked up a spellbook but was unable to learn it at the time. Does not seem to be the case. Either way, challenge of intellect. I didn't even click on that yet. Who has the highest intellect from us? Let's see, you have 79, that is pretty high. 37, 17, 18, 20, let's see. We have failed the challenge, so even if Vilgor fails the challenge, we are not going to have anyone else succeed. By the way, this mod down there, that actually does hurt you. Though renowned for her beauty, Xanthora's madness drives her to live apart from the company of others. In his forbidding castle, she conducts her dark experiments.
I love the taste of blood.
You love the taste of blood. I'm not sure those guys can bleed, to be completely honest with you, so you might be out of luck. Either way, let's get fire resistance. And bless. I think we want to take out the skeleton dragon first. Might not be such a good idea since they do use spells over there. Maybe we want to take them out melee weapons first. 61 damage.
No idea.
That's a lot of health on those guys, by the way. Like a lot of health.
I don't know.
Just checking whether I'm still hitting the same
I
guy.
don't know it. I don't know it.
Dark Path Journeyman.
I don't know it.
I've never seen one before.
Ouch. Stop fireballing me, buddy. That's a Master Necromancer. Alrighty. Preservation on her. Ouch.
Ow!
Does he have repel pain? He does!
I've never seen one
Whenever
before.
I attack him, he repels the damage to an extent.
I've never seen one before.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know it.
This might be tough to take out. He's scared. Or Minotaur. Okay, maybe I should have taken out the dragon first. Oh boy. This could be tough. So maybe I was correct on this. I did remember this to be rather brutal to go in here. Let me check real quick. I actually didn't want to check that. I wanted to check
We'll
outside.
be back.
We'll be back indeed. Alrighty. I think we can rest here. Also, I haven't saved in a while. I think you can rest here. Okay, that's a way quicker way of restoring all of our resources, essentially. Let's go. Also, conservation on Rahani. I think we need it. Plus, fire resistance. Bookshelves. Bookshelves. Our troll looks really strange right now. Too bad we can't negotiate with those guys. We didn't need to fight, guys. Undead Dragon seems to be stronger than the other guys. Oh, goodness. Let's see real quick. So she is cursed, you're insane, and he is insane. Well, that's less than ideal. We may have to go back and do that. I don't think I can cure insanity. So we might be best off to just leave for now. Got an amulet there. Let's give this over to him. Give this over to Ithilgor. So here we have Dragon Turtle Fang. This is a reagent which mixes blue potions. Those are some of the strongest ones. I do have empty potions aplenty. There's some white potions. Cure paralysis. Cure paralysis. Sounds pretty sweet. Let's sell those. Basically raiding the Mad Necromancer's laboratory, it seems like. But we need to do this bit,
Come on, let's.
bit by bit, it feels like. Because that was scary right there. Insanity is a blessing, not a curse. I mean, it does increase your attack power, but doesn't it have a chance to hit your own party members? I might be mistaken on that one. As in, I think it reduces your intellect and increases your attack power. Insanity, that is. But I also thought you have a chance to attack your own guys. Maybe I'm just mixing that up with other games. Where is the... Over here, I remember.
I'm sure we can cure it. We're here anytime.
Let's go. Insanity is great on melee fighters, not good on casters. Oh, what does it do for casters then, exactly, if I may ask? I guess we could have left it on a troll if it doesn't attack our own. So this is why flying is really nice too, otherwise you would have to awkwardly walk past all those enemies, which that would be dangerous. Take a drink. Refreshing. Surprising. Also, I'm just going to do it. I knew this was a thing, because that's what I did as a kid as well. It just... My first instinct was, let's hop into the well! And I fell down. And this is one of those times where I think it took me hours to get out. So as a kid, naturally, I was just safe scumming everything.
I've never seen
Like,
one before.
almost everything. Oh, goodness. And just getting out of here alive was tough. Do we have Cure Insanity? I don't think we do. We have Awaken. Yeah, I should have checked whether I even have access to that. Probably only as a Nosferatu. Oh boy. Alrighty. Not too worried about those guys. I am somewhat worried about Necromancers. He's afraid now. We can cure that. I don't know what afraid exactly does. Actually, we can probably check the stats I don't see any change. Less personality, less accuracy, more speed, more might. Are you insane as well at the same time? And less intellect. Intellect seems to be halved. Yeah, that's what it does. I don't... Rouhani looks really scary if you ask me, guys. Like, really scary. Let's go right hand side, I guess. Got a ring. Let's see. Give this over to our friend Ithilgor. Poison spray.
Leave it.
Was fight might and endurance. I would like for you to have more endurance.
Fixed.
Huh. Master repair is really good apparently. Raphael is now hosting you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Welcome everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Dark magic with reflection. Cure paralysis. Well, that might end up being useful. Skeleton archers are not terribly scary overall. You do want to be wary of traps, but thanks to us having a Grandmaster Perception guy, we shouldn't have too much trouble with this. Ah, da 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 da. Oh boy. What was that? What was that? Okay, skeletal dragon down. I don't know where to go or where not to go for that matter. I do feel that is fear on him. Fear is not good for you, you need your might.
Yes, we've done it.
Done it indeed. Do I stick to the left hand side right now? I guess I do. Ouch. Remember that poison cloud that cost so much mana for our necromancer in the beginning, but just killed everything in one shot? Elspeth just took that to the face and she only took like a fifth of damage. Ooh, interesting. Nostalgia is now hosting as well. Thank you, appreciate that. To bright green text. Greetings to you, Dan. Welcome to you as well. Alrighty, we have here
Leave it.
plus 10 speeds on boots.
Leave
Okay,
it.
I guess.
Worthless.
Something to sell, Sunhammer.
Worthless.
Just leave it here for now. And these are lich jars. So if you wanted to make your necromancer into a lich, you actually need a lich jar for each necromancer. I don't plan on making necromancers, but I'm going to take one with me anyways. So this is the lich jars that you can find in here anyways. Heal a little bit more, and let's see how far we can go. We are weakened right now. Well, that's bad. We can cure that. This is weakened based on not having enough food, but you'd never need food anyways. Right? Alright, let's see what's in here. More lich jars, more money, more of those.
Worthless.
Worthless, you say? Well, to be fair, the other armor we do have is better, but this is actually something Elspeth could use. Cure paralysis again.
Worthless.
Barbarians, Archangel's broadsword. Pretty good. Thing is, we have feathers.
Worthless.
Fireball,
Worthless.
Twilight Chris.
Worthless.
Yeah, I guess I agree with this one. So, you should have... Oh, still half is all damage from missiles. Maybe you would like to have... No, actually you don't use those anyways. Half damage from all missiles. This is such a good bonus. I don't think I want to exchange that, even for basically 29 armor class. This is 21 armor class plus 15 endurance. Blessings, so we hit better again. And also heroism, so we deal more damage with each attack. There might be more to those spells that I just used, but that's the stuff I know. Done. Journeyman done. Our melee attacks are so much stronger than anything else. So it's better for me to go into melee with those guys, I think. Okay, I think we have someone insane here. Yeah, we have 2 insane people now. And I think someone is scared. So this is a bit of a maze, but thanks to having an automatic map in the bottom right, this is not too difficult overall. Actually, wasn't there a danger with you having insane people and resting? As in, they don't seem to hit your own kin, but if you're resting... Huh. I thought they have a chance to just kind of go berserk while you're resting. I guess I might be wrong on this one as well. Maybe just weird memories of stuff. It's been a long time since I played this after all. So we cleared out this entire corner over there. We have not come over here yet, because there were more of those dragon dudes. Kill the skeleton dragons. Empty corner. Still have to look everywhere because there can still be hidden stuff there. Well, let's see what's over here. Nothing here. I might have to actually done a 360 right there.
Who's next?
Bone dragon down. Alrighty, aside from them making us insane and such, it's not too bad around here. Undead dragons are the strongest ones, I believe. Good night. I did remember the traps that we encountered earlier, by the way. They're beings somewhere. Oh, that's a lot of those guys. I did remember the traps being there somewhere. I can shoot him while jumping. Oh my goodness. Only effect Insane has on resting is ever when you don't regain SP. You don't? Oh, possible. I didn't pay attention to that. But those guys are not terribly smart. Considering they are necromancer and should be smart to cast spells. They're not really smart, are they? There's one more dude over there. Also, that Master Necromancer in the beginning was probably the most scary thing that we've encountered so far, really. One more dude. Alrighty. More reagents. Oh, that's another reagent. Can be used to mix yellow potion. Really strong ones on top of it. This one is pretty strong too. This one is okay strength-wise. So this is indeed the laboratory of someone. Also, unicorn horn. Unicorns don't exist. Refreshing. Refreshing. I kind of had this slight hope with it curing insanity, but at the same time, in an area like this, it would probably be more likely to induce insanity rather than curing it.
Yes, we've done it.
So, alrighty. Bones, bones, bones. I was just thinking that we are supposed to find Corvus remains, and maybe they might be here, but don't think they're here. I guess we'll see. That's a lot of stuff in the bookshelf.
Leave it.
Mind resistance, fire resistance, body resistance. You know, mind resistance might be quite handy in this area here. Body resistance too. Maybe I should have made sure that we have those in the first place when entering. I do actually have mind resistance. Oh. Also, we are back in the main area. This is where we came from. Let us take a look upstairs, because this is an elevator. There is certainly more to be found here. Okay, what I could do is hit this button to go back down, shoot them, and then just go back, but we can take them out, it's fine. On the dragon? Oh, these are two. They're not strong damage-wise, it seems. Just making our cactus insane. And weak. And scared. Which seems to be the entire concept of what they're doing. What is up with Elspeth? Cursed, insane, insane, insane. Lovely. Ooh, a black potion. Pure luck. I'm actually going to give this over to Rouhani. I feel like she can use the most luck. White potion, intellect boost, temporary intellect boost. We could use the intellect boost in order to win the pedestal, probably. I'm going to try that. If I don't forget when I get outside. Also, here we have a bed. Nothing here. We get an amulet. Here to identify that. Oh, Maiden Endurance. I wanted to actually equip that. Kind of fire resistance. Wait, that's the wrong one. There we go. So what do we have here?
Help me!
Huh? Ebonist.
I was captured in the center of the mad necromancer's lab. There I was tortured and many curses were placed upon me. Ebonist must have been taken from me when I fell, and perhaps is still in the central chamber. If you were to recover and return it to Kushat, at least my family name will be cleared, and my daughter can continue her life without my failure haunting her.
Oh. So this is the guy that went off with the Ebonist, the spear. We would need to find it first though. Cure.
Perhaps the clerics of the sun have a way to cure me, for they would be the only ones who would know how to counter the dark magic that afflict me.
There's a friend of mine in Ravenshore named Dervish Chevron.
He left the Temple of the Sun years ago to pursue his own research into the mysteries of Jadam. Perhaps he would know a cure, or even have it in his possession. If he cannot help, I promise he will return here and kill me, so I at last be at rest.
Wow, mad necromancer.
Santhora moved here from the Shadow Spire to continue experiments she began at Necromancer's Guild. She desired to create the ultimate horror, skeletal dragon. Her fellow necromancers feared the end result. If the created dragons were ever to escape Santhora's control, there would be no stopping them.
Alright, we need to try and find a cure for him. We have no idea where Ebonist is. He says it might be still in the central chamber. So that means I did miss where they might be, for that matter. Refreshing. Not refreshing. Interesting. So we can still hear stuff going on. Our Minotaur is not insane, so his perception should still work perfectly fine. So I did miss something down here. You say the central chamber. Central chamber I would assume is this thing here. But I don't see anything. Let's go back down here. The face of the dragon looks so funny. Yeah. It's pretty...
Hey, my fellows. Don't worry, I'm not going... Maybe... Who knows? Who knows? Oh, I don't.
Don't startle me like this. There, this is what I missed over there. I thought that it felt like there had to be more, but I didn't know. Josie is cursed, so her spells may fail. I don't know whether it's a 100% chance to fail. No, it's not a 100% chance to fail, so... Just most of the time it seems to fail. Okay, we don't want to walk onto those shrapnel traps. I know those are traps that just deal damage to you. So, and there's a bunch of enemies in there, probably necromancers and dragons alike. Also, we only deal 15 damage with Ithilgor's breath. Those guys, 62 now. Maybe it's normal after all. Kill a bone dragon. Oh, it's no necromancers. Just bone dragons and skelly archers. Oh, never mind. There you go. And that seems to be the... Oops. Last of them. Okie dokie, you get an amulet. We need to give this to Ithilgor to identify. Same with the ring.
Worthless.
Worthless indeed. I mistyped. So let's see. This looks interesting. Ebonist. Quest items. Charsky Sov's personal spear of dragon slaying. Ebonist is a fine weapon indeed. When used against the dragon, it seems to aim unerringly for the chinks between its target's tough scales.
Leave it.
Minotaur Plate of Might. Nice. So this is the quest item we were looking for. A spear. Pretty substantially decent. And here we have something else that is interesting.
Worthless.
Fire resistance plus 10, we keep that. Puzzle box. No matter how you move the shifting panels of this small inlaid box, its lid remains shut. When you shake it, you can hear something rattling around inside. It sounds like a large nut or bead. So... we found Ebonist. It was indeed still around here. So this means... we will be able to bring Ebonist back, and we have to go to Murmurwoods, to the Temple of the Sun clerics. Actually no, Ravenshore is the other guy that may be able to help this poor fellow up there. Even if I'm... oh. Well, that's going to be interesting. I have no more magic on him. Even if I don't like the other dudes. Alrighty. We had enough magic to fly after all. Even if I don't like the dragon hunters, that doesn't mean I have to be opposed to all of them, right? Did I take the puzzle box? Pretty sure I did. Did I leave it there?
Ow!
Okay, that's not smart. I didn't take the puzzle box, really. I thought I clicked 1 to give it over to my Minotaur. Wow. That's a derp. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, still here. I thought I picked it up with my Minotaur by pressing 1. I was wrong. And I'm glad you noticed it. Just kind of... Oh, neat, a puzzle box. Let's leave it here. Oh boy. So, the puzzle box is something that one of the necromancers in Shadowspire, I think, just wanted to have. I'm not sure why, but he was looking for it. I think the quest title is something along the lines of Eternal... As in, he can have fun forever with it or something like that. I don't know the wording on it. Either way, we also want to see whether we get some more bind and body magic. Sure. Mind and body magic. I think it was over here. No. Hours of enjoyment. I'm pretty sure this is the guy.
The puzzle box is mine! Hours of mindless enjoyment at my fingertips. Here, take your reward, for it's nothing compared to the box.
No problem, buddy. Hours of enjoyment.
I'm sure we can cure it.
So, we are back to
We're
normal.
here anytime.
Go with us. Alrighty, what do I need to do? Probably level up so we have a few more skill
We can
points.
train very good. Very good.
That's 2 levels for most people, that's pretty substantial. Good amount of experience. Alrighty, so we have Ebonist, we would need to deliver that to Garrett Gorge. We have a Lich Jar. I'm not sure what we want to do with it, but we have a Lich Jar. We also want to probably sell some of our equipment that we have. Yeah, that sounds about right. Don't really have any use for those, even though those are pretty fancy equipments. The Glom Mail is just insane. She has the most ridiculous equipment overall. At least it feels like it. So, cost Glamour.
Do come in.
And sell our pieces that we no longer need. Anything else? And that's where's the weapon shop? Right next to it.
What would you like?
So this one probably not worth much anyways. Okay. More weapons for sale. And then the curiosity shop. Wherever that might be. Let's actually see where the coach brings us to. Or we come back another day. I mean, that makes sense, Kirk, guys. She is basically my person for clever things, as in for mercantile. So if I care too much about money, I will just give her the
Powerful
things.
magic if you can afford it.
Right, this is only dark magic. I can afford it, but I have no use for it, good lady. That's okay. More rations for us
Do come in, a simple repast.
for 50 days. And let's see whether this brings us to Ravenshore. Ravage roaming, not exactly where I need to go, so we're just going to walk. Which is just over here. Follow the path, basically. Actually, I don't think I've explored the water here. I don't think there's anything, but hey. I also didn't think there would be anything in the corner at the top right of the end of the map. And there was that dragon's lair. Yeah, I mean, I'm flying right now, but generally speaking, they are marching from one place to another. Hello. So, fly, you fools. Speed. I wonder whether I... No, actually, I'm still missing at least one tavern for the Archmage tournament. So, we're looking for the guy that could help with the curse. We know he's in Ravenshore. Does anyone know more specifically where he is? Because this might take a while if we want to find it like this. The fake reported Dread Pirate Stanley. Isle of Regna. We actually can't get to Regna yet. That will be soon-ish. Recover the Shield Eclipse for Lathius in Ravenshore. Right, I actually have no idea where that is. Deliver fire resistance potions to the 6 southmost, also of Rust. Right, we actually still need 3 more fire resistance potions. We only got 3. I forgot about that too. So if we get fire resistance potions, we will want to keep those. Kill all dragons in the Guard Gorge wilderness area. Return to Avalon Guard Gorge. No, we are not going to do that. Fight the legendary Drum of Victory. Return to Selim in Garrett's Gorge. Oh, already. We have 2 things to deliver there. I wasn't sure what the drums were anymore. Which means we actually were already there, and I didn't realize it. Find the Battle of Grave Dirt. I have no idea what that is. Win an Archmage in all 11 taverns, then return to Tonk Blue Swan in Ravenshore. 11, you say? Ravenshore, Daggerwood Island. I don't know which ones I have already. Find the Field of Freelon, bring it to Asel from Alco in Alvar. Oh, those are each individual quests? I didn't realize that. I could have delivered them already. So we do have all the cheeses, I think. That's that, apparently. Quarry Blackthorn is still missing. Blazing Stormlands, recover the Spear Eminence. Return to Leander Stormlands in Guard Gorge. Inquire about a cure for Blazing Stormlands from Derry Sovereign in Ravenshore. No use for that magic, what about trap metal? I don't have anyone that can use black magic. I mean, I have a dragon. That should substitute for it, right? Yeah, I have no idea where he is. So we just look around. Master Dark Elf, do you have enough skill points at this point? We do. So what ability did you learn now? Blind. This ability strikes its target blind. Affected creatures cannot perform missile attacks or cast spells and wander aimlessly until the effect wears off. That's pretty strong, actually. Join us? No, thank you. Expert fire magic. We already have that.
Sure, we got spells.
Body magic, that sounds nice. Protections from magic. Wait, we can't. Cure poison, heal. Cure weakness, cure poison. Yeah, that's all we have here. Mind magic, maybe? Charm, telepathy, mind plus. Cure insanity. That's a 3rd level spell. We can't. Oops, I accidentally bought something. We can't cure insanity until we have an Nosferatu here. Spirit Lash, Fate, Raise Dead, Turn Undead, Detect Life, Raise Dead. Erase a character from the dead if you cast a spell in time. The greater the skill and the rank in Spirit Match, the longer the character can have been dead before the point of no return is reached. After that, the only way to raise the character short of divine intervention is to visit a temple. Oh. Well, I guess maybe I can just buy those right now. Already. Preservation, you already have that now. Maybe I can just buy those spells because we will eventually be able to cast those. Cure Insanity wouldn't be nice. So, Rouhani. I accidentally bought Remove Fear. To be fair, Remove Fear, something our
I'll use it well.
Minotaur can learn too. This one is for you. Intellect boost. Oh, I forgot the intellect boost. Oh no! I was so concerned about Ithilgor not having enough spell points for flying. Cure Insanity potions. We actually have cure insanity potions and I didn't realize it. Good job. Hardened item increases an item's toughness, making it more resistant to breaking. That looks pretty fancy. Water breathing. So we keep the cure insanity potions. I accidentally gave one to you actually. I want her to have those. Cure paralysis. I think we are keeping those as well. Instead of selling them like I would most potions. Water breathing, stone skin, recharge item.
I can't carry anymore.
You know what?
Great, now we can use it. Great, now we can... Ah, perfect mix.
Can do this for now. Expert meditation. Who can even become expert in meditation? Not you. You can, but is that even all that useful? He's already expert. Oh well. Meditation, she could... Actually, on you that is definitely useful. Alright, that's that. The crystal, overland travel. Eclipse is the shield we need to deliver to him. Master plate, do we already have that actually? We do. This is, what is the bounty of this month? A rook. I don't even know where you can find those rooks. What was in here? Oh, that's the forgery. Grandmaster identifying monster. We would need to be a Nosferatu for that. Expert spirit magic. Are you? Yes, you are expert in everything. You actually can now become expert in spirit magic too. Thanks to being more proficient in your class. 5 upwards. Nice, Venthiel. I've actually never played anything before 7 for the Might and Magic series.
Rarities from across the land.
From across the land, and it's not all that impressive. So let's just sell it.
Leave it.
Leave it, but
Worthless.
we have it all picked up already. Telepathy. I don't know what skill school that is, but maybe I want to use it. Am I ever going to use those? Maybe. Cure paralysis. We have enough of those. Dramatic ring, poison spray, fire resistance. Okay,
Business was a pleasure.
there's that. Just need to find that guy that helps the cursed one. Knight of the Chrysalis. Chrysalis? Expert sword. We don't need that. Not here. Vault of Time. By the way, in case you're wondering how to open up the Vault of Time, it is connected to the obelisks. I actually don't know how, but we'll potentially explore that. Why does this dragon have a massive sarcophagus in his inventory? This is a quest item. We are supposed to find Corbu's remains and, in conjunction with that, return it. So far we have not found... What are we looking for? Master dagger. Been here before. Pirate raids. Come with us. That's a cleric. That's Archmage tournament. Grandmaster merchant. The stranger. And smugglers. Not what I'm looking for. So those houses over here are my last resort for finding a heal for the healing person. More traders. The destroyer. Expert chain. Jeez. Expert water magic. Expert light magic. Wait. Light magic dudes? Okay, it's not the light magic dude here. Master bow. Do you have enough skill points? Nope, as usual you don't. Anointed herb portion. Pirate rates. Cure for blazing stormlands, we found him. Dervish chevron. The gem of restoration may cure the knight, blazing stormlands, of what you say has befallen him. There is no love lost between the Temple of the Sun and the Guild of Necromancers. Any opponent of theirs is definitely a friend of ours. Restore Stormlands to the life, and so that he may rejoin Charles Quixote. No, he may not rejoin Charles Quixote. He should join our cause instead, because we have the dragons on our side. Either way, that is what we were looking for. If we go west from here, I guess it makes more sense to return Stormlands first before we go anywhere else. Also, would you look at this? A few centaurs that can easily be killed. What's that? I already opened that. Did we already click on this one? Most likely we did. Okay. Back to Shadowspire. Did I already sell the intellect potions now? Because then I'm not smart, since... No, alright, intellect potions are still here. In case I forget, remind me of it. I need to test it. Here. Probably faster. Cure! The cleric sent you back with a gem of restoration? I am free of this place! Search me out if you wish for me to ever travel with you. It would be my pleasure to join you on your journeys. I will wait for you at the Adventure Inn in Ravenshore. So he literally just straight up joined us. Also, we haven't found the Mad Necromancer here. Okay, let's see. The dragons seem to have respawned.
Yes, we've done it.
That's less than ideal.
Yes, we've done it.
Okay. Give me a moment here. We'll give... Who had the highest intellect? I think it was Ithilgor. Yeah. Failed the challenge. We're going to give you intellect boost. Intellect increases temporary intellect by 3 times the strength of the potion for 30 minutes. So this is 13. 17. Intellect boost, this would be 15 bonus. My assumption is I need 100, but I don't actually know that. Everybody else would prefer. Well, do I have a catalyst by chance? The one time where a catalyst might be useful. I don't have one. It's for yellow potions. Well. You have failed the challenge. 94 is not good enough. So 13 is the next weakest one. We have one that's 17, 16, 13. We have failed the challenge, so maybe temporary intellect does not count. Oh, it's an endurance challenge. What? Why was I so convinced that it was an intellect challenge? Oh, I'm a derp again, aren't I? Why was I so convinced it was an intellect challenge? Oh well. No matter. Let us not go to Raven Shore. Iron Sun Desert is also not quite where I want to go. I wanted to go to... You know what? Raven Shore is fine. We can go to Garrett Gorge from Raven Shore. Just kind of by going over here. Why was I so convinced that it was intellect? Food. We got 2 food. But a scratch. Alvar is not where I want to go right now. Alvar is where I want to go afterwards, I think. And then from Almar we go to Murmur Woods. Is this the? No, that's not the chest, that is out of bounds. Alrighty. Right, we can't do that. But I think we are right here with the other lady. Leanne Stormlands. Your father. You found my father and Emanist? I will be forever in your debt. We should take the spear to Charles Gisot, and if he is agreeable, he will promote me and any knights in your party. Join. I will always be in your debt for saving my father. I would be my honor and privilege if you allow me to travel with you. Sure. Alrighty. She is now basically in the tavern with her father, which seems like a much safer place than here where I am at war with those guys. Nope. Not going to talk with Kishot. So that's that. What do I want to do in Alvar anyways? I guess we want to go to Murmur Woods now. I think west of here was Murmur Woods. Oh wait, the drum. The drum. I need to deliver the drum. Thanks for your help. That was the guy that made dragon poison, but every dragon is immune now. Expert Arms Master, we already have that. Master Spirit. I would like to, but that doesn't work. Master Repair Item, really handy, we have that now. Adventure. Like the regular villagers just don't care that we are at war with their faction. Let's just go, kind of go, oh, you know, that doesn't concern me. Other dragons, Master Mace. How good are you with a mace? Master already. Very nice. Zalim, where's the drum? Here it is.
You have returned with the drum of victory. Charles will be grateful for its return. Here's your promised reward.
Alrighty. Actually, wasn't that drum for putting fear into dragons' hearts? Oh, by the way, those dragons are actually friendly towards me. The dragon knights are not. Oh, by the way, we could kill the other dude here again if we wanted to. And then get his weapon again, which was a really strong two-handed sword. So that's an option. I'm not going to do it though, because we have better weapon at this point, I think, with the Hurlmaster. Ravage roaming, 10 days. Not where I wanted to go. To be fair, I don't know where Murmur Woods is. I know where we can get there from Alvar. Let's see where north leads us. Why was I so convinced it was an intelligence challenge earlier? I don't know. Here is 5 days to Murmur Woods directly. Sure, we can deliver the cheese some other time. This is the first time we are in Murmur Woods, ladies and gentlemen. Let us see what this has in store for us. You hear that? Probably just the wind. A wisp. So, Grandmaster Spirit Magic. If you are looking for Spirit Magic, here's a Grandmaster. So those are Clerics of the Sun.
Hello.
Walk in the lines, my friends. Yes, I intend to become a friend with you. So we can't move through those guys, but we can yell at them.
Get back.
So they move out of our way. Remember how it was so annoying in various RPGs such as Final Fantasy or many others probably, where NPCs just stand in your way and you can't pass? Well, you can yell at them in this game. It's pretty awesome.
Library of
Light
magical
magic.
knowledge.
No, we don't have anyone with light magic here. Join with us? Join with us what? I'm sorry. Mylander. Buy Heartwood of Jadam, sell dried sunfish. Master Alchemy, if we wanted to become better at alchemy, which may technically be useful for cure or fire protection potions, but it's a bit of a stretch. Master Regeneration, though. She cannot become Master unless she becomes Nosferatu. He cannot become Master at all. You can become Master, if I'm not mistaken. So that sounds like a good trade. Master Genius requires expert skill level of 7 and a fee of 5,000 gold. Oh, this is not even expert. Where's the expert? Irons and Derrets, desert in the village of Rust. Okay. Master Identify Monster. You might be able to get that. Actually, I think we don't even have expert yet, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. Once we are Nosferatu, she will be able to become Grandmaster in that, if we have enough skill points to spare. What does the will do? +2 personality, probably up to 15. 17 actually, that's kind of neat. Grandmaster Spirit Magic right here. Empty barrel. There's a lion on the side. Grandmaster Mind Magic, if you're looking for that. Stefan. Prophecies of the Sun. Oh, we have those actually since a long time in our inventory. The prophecies of the sun have never been found. They may not even exist. The prophecies were written by our greatest prophet. If they are found, it is our hope they will return to us. Promption. It's a promption to the Cleric of the Sun. Promotion of the Cleric of the Sun, which basically is the improved cleric. You seek promotion for clerics who are faith and travel with you? I can promote you, but I do not place much trust and faith in strangers these days. If you want to do something for me, such as finding the lost prophecies of the sun and returning them to me, then I would be agreeable to promoting you. Quest. You have found the lost prophecies of the sun? What? May the light forever shine upon you, and may the prophet guide your steps. With these we may be able to find the answer what has befallen Jadam. Prophecies of the Sun. Of the many prophecies of Jadam, the only ones that I have not studied are the prophecies of the sun. This temple was established by Theseus Dawnglow, who traveled here from Arathia many years ago to find these prophecies. Unfortunately, they were not found. It is our hope that these prophecies hold the solution to the events that are destroying Jadam. Well, they were found now, good sir. So we were carrying this prophecies of the suns since we basically crossed through the abandoned temple in Daggerwood Island area, if you remember. We entered the temple and found some various treasures like this Prophecies of the Sun in it, and I was wondering where we are supposed to bring that. Now we know. Grandmaster Body Magic, we actually don't have anyone who can learn that. But it will be here. You would need to be a Cleric of the Sun to be able to learn that. Tantillion. Greetings, do you seek guidance from the light? Cory Blackthorn, we're actually looking for her. Cory Blackthorn was here well over a week ago, maybe longer. She had asked us many questions about the elemental incursions. We provided her with the information we had here. She said she would return to Alvar with the information. Before she left, we asked her if she could do a favor for us. We asked her if she could check on a group of pilgrims that were traveling to the old Druid Circle of Stone to the northeast of here. She assured us that she would check on them on her way back to Alvar, where she never arrived, as we know. Cory Blackthorn is one of the great warriors that, well, never returned, for some reason, on her quest. And he gives us a scroll, Circle of Stone. I need to investigate the Circle of Stone further for the Temple of the Sun. Hopefully not all of the pilgrims might have the fate of these. Hopefully there are survivors. Something has agitated creatures in this area, and I think the source can be found in the circle. So what kind of scroll did you give us, good sir? Stone to Flesh scroll. Wow, that's a lot of Stone to Flesh scrolls. He gave us 5 Stone to Flesh scrolls. So he has basically a decent idea as to what happened. Over to Cory. What is that? Fire resistance plus 10%. Keep that. Mine resistance plus 4. Here you get fire resistance ring. You get another ring. What an amazing coincidence since you've been roaming the land for 1+ years. Yeah, actually we've been in-game around for more than a year at this point. Ooh, there's another tavern.
Join the party. Any delicacy you like.
Play Archimage. We have not yet played here. So, Tower of 30 and Wall of 15 is to start. 100 tower or 300 resources to win. -1 enemy quarry. That sounds nice. +2 dungeons immediately. Holy cow. 3 damage. Play again. You lose 2 gems. Sure. 10 damage. Enemy loses 5 recruits. -1 enemy dungeon. We need just a few more recruits in order to afford that. Going to build a bit of a wall here. -1 matching on his own side. Sure, I don't actually mind that too much. Our wall is greater, so we can deal damage to his tower directly. If enemy has more dungeons. Hey, that's nice. -1 enemy dungeon. We equalize the odds there. So, if magic is greater than enemy magic, it would be. We would just need a... That is next turn, so in the meantime, just build a wall for now. So... he just gained a bunch of bricks from me. We damage to my tower, just keep dealing damage to him as good as we can. That's +3 tower. Yeah, +3 wall, that's the same. 6 damage should take 3. I'm actually trying to go for the kill here. Oh, wow. +4 wall, +1 quarry sounds really nice. If quarry is smaller, just 1 quarry, then 1 quarry is nice enough. Oh boy. 6 damage to enemy. 15 tower. Plus 5 tower +1 magic. You gain 3 gems. Ooh, we may have to build up our tower here before we get destroyed by a dragon or so. All players lose 6 recruits. That hurts me more than him, relatively speaking. Damage to enemy tower. Ooh. Good thing I did try to build up the tower. I'm not entirely sure what to do. 7 damage to all towers. All players lose -1 magic. Technically hurts him more than me. I have plenty of magic resource. Oh. Oh, I didn't read that I also take damage from that. That was not so smart, guys. Let's spawn 2 all towers. Enemy loses 8 recruits. Ah, that was not smart on my end. That was really not smart on my end. And yes, I used the GOG version of Minor Magic 8. You can still wrap it. I actually have no idea about how to make this here run more smoothly, to be honest. It will be interesting. I agree to see you, Fixelbrump. Welcome. That sounds nice. So, switch your wall with enemy wall. +1 tower, play again. +15 tower. Do we try to go for the tower victory? Might be interesting. Let's move enemy recruits, although he gets 6 per round, so I'm not sure how useful that is. We will switch wall once we get to a certain point, I think. +5 towers. We can deal damage here directly, but we could switch now already. It's pretty expensive to switch though. We lose 6 champs. Work overtime. No, thank you. 5 tower, 1 magic. Alrighty. That was direct damage anyway, so it didn't matter. So we swift walls. I have your one now, good sir. So 6 damage to him directly. We have actually a lot of damage piled up on for us at this point. This is actually nice because this guy here deals more damage if he has a wall. We actually would deal only 7 damage if he had no wall, but 10 damage now because he has a wall. +1 magic, always for the resource game. -1 quarry, that's not nice. Enemy loses 1 dungeon. And recruits. Very nice. +1 quarry. +1 magic, 1 enemy tower as well, but that's okay to an extent. +1 magic, play again. Alrighty, 6 damage here. Build a wall for now. So this Elven Archer is for direct damage in case we have a higher wall than they have. This is equalizing quarry if the enemy has more quarry than me, but we have more quarry, so that is kind of a pointless thing to do right now. +5 wall, +1 dungeon. Oh boy, he has a lot of dungeon here. Enemy loses 10 gems, and I get half of it. We might be able to go for victory on the magic side of things, but this will still be quite a ways away. Let's on to all layer quarries. Begin 4 gems. Well, not really. That's 2. Oh. Player with the lowest wall receives -1 dungeon. 5 damage. 7 damage. Most of those are just not terribly useful. Kind of want to keep his tower low at this point. And I'm not sure I should even use my magic. Like I could, but I'd rather not overall. Lose 6 gems? No, I want to keep those. You gained 4 gems. Damage +3 wall. Direct damage. I don't want to lose gems. 4 wall, 1 quarry. Plus 6 recruits. Plus 6 Wolf dungeon. Alright, get plus 1 dungeon here. At this point, we don't really need to worry too much about stuff anymore. This is never really going to be useful. Plus 1 to all played dungeons. He's not going to get close to me, this is benefiting me more than him, relatively speaking. 7 damage. I kind of would like to build up the tower, but we have this one in emergencies. I'm just trying to go for 300 resources victory at this point. Which is why I'm not playing the blue cards, which require magic. Lose 3 gems. Oh, no. Lose 6 gems. Oh, well, that's not any better. That was not clever on my end, really. Enemy loses 3 recruits. 5 damage to my tower, plus 2 magic. Might be a little bit scary. 20 damage, enemy loses 10 gems, minus 1 enemy dungeon. Here, we keep this tower low with this. We have more magic, so we deal more damage. You gain 5 gems. 10 wall. Yes, please. Wait, was it more? Take a serious look at the XWND. Check run in window and keep aspect ratio. Then set it to launch MM8 RL exe and set filtering to full bilinear. In the should be all set. I see. I'll try to take note of that. Thank you. I thought it was 300. I guess I was mistaken. It must be 400. But just a little more. And we would win. Going to discard this one. Actually, maybe... What? Oh. I was right. It was 300 resources. We win. Okay. We're fine now. We are fine now. Expert learning. Here. That's interesting. I was not aware that this would, well, arrive somewhere, sometimes here. Learning. She cannot be clever. You can be pretty clever. Expert learning for my little dragon. She could go for expert learning, but she's not smart enough. He cannot. No one aside from the dragon and a little bit of my spellcaster, Lady Rohani, can become decent at learning. They're not so smart, I guess. Potion of pure personality. Ingredients. I do have the ingredients. We can increase our personality. Also, a Grandmaster repair item. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to acquire that. We don't have a knight in our party. So, pure personality. Who gets that? So if we get one more personality plus 50, he would be able to actually complete the test of personality, assuming it always costs 100. So I might just give this to the Minotaur, because she is, as in Elspeth, is only 5 away from that. We would just need to pick up a barrel for Minotaur and 2 barrels for the other people. For personality. I don't know which one for personality. This one? No, that's accuracy. Red is might, I know that. Green is endurance. Let's see. Temple of the Sun. Though this temple is newly built, it already possesses a timeless quality. Neat.
What will we find in it?
So, we would need to fight stuff in
I
here
don't know it.
if we were to try
I don't know
and
it.
forge an alliance with the necromancers. I don't plan on doing that. Hi.
So, you were sent by the Bastion Lord? Well then, what do you have us here?
Alliance.
Certainly, the elemental unrest concerns us greatly. Why one need to travel only a short distance north from our temple to see a great maelstrom of unnatural duration of fury? but sadly we have other matters pressing. The sick horror that is the Necromancer's Guild must be brightened from this land. We wage a holy war to the evil in Shadows Spire. Our entire spirit and power goes into the campaign. We wage against Thunder and his minions. Until that is done, we cannot entertain participation in your alliance. Quest. Then again, we could spare some resources for your alliance if the war would turn in our favor. Perhaps if you could be our agent of fortune. Inside the Necromancer's Guild is a device known as the Skeleton Transformer. It converts living creatures into skeletons, which the Dark Mages use for the bulk of their reinforcements. If it were destroyed, we would quickly have the upper hand. We have an agent, Dyson Leland, placed in their guild. Find him and help him to wreck the skeleton making the device. Do this, and I will consider your request more favorably. So we will need to enter basically the Grand Palace of the Necromancers in Shadowspire in order to fulfill that request. Actually, that reminds me of something. So here, what I'm currently doing is I'm reducing my screen size to super small in order to be able to play this. Reasonably anyways. However, you just gave me another idea what I could do instead. What I could do is I could take OBS and just play it like this instead, just kind of having it full screen on OBS instead. Here I could... I could do this. And I can even see my little grimer on the bottom left in this case. This is interesting. I didn't think of doing this at all until you just mentioned that. It plays a bit weird right now, but I'll probably get used to this. That's actually kind of a neat idea, so I guess there's nothing we can do here. There's a door here. There's probably more doors to more places, I guess. Oh well. We have our quest now, but we need to forge the final alliance. And we might just do that. You can size the window to full screen and have it one or eternally resolution OBS XSplit. I mean, full screen I could, but then I can't properly operate anymore. Like, I need to be able to leave the window once in a while as a streamer. As in, you could Alt-Tab out of it, but then it just minimizes the desktop and the stream wouldn't see anything anymore while I'm doing stuff. Which would kind of break the continuity of it a little. Well, quite a bit actually. Have I checked those here already? We have, I'm pretty sure. Alrighty, this is actually a relatively small map. So we know to the northeast of here, something happens that probably involves people getting turned to stone, petrification. Also, something is really not good with those guys. Here we have a wisp and a will-o-wisp. Those guys are not friendly, they are actually shooting at us for some reason. Let's cast Bless so we have a higher chance of hitting them. Those things are actually mostly ranged, they don't really necessarily like to go into melee. However, we are pretty proficient in that anyways. So in order to take down some wisps, we will need to be reasonably well off. So those could be rather tough to take out if you think about it, if you couldn't fly. This is one of the few points where I feel like flying is more or less required. By the way, do you see that on the minimap there? There's a little star on the minimap. And about
significance of that is, aside from maybe the pedestal. Maybe it's just for the pedestal, for all we know. Kill dancing light. By the way, wisps and dancing lights and stuff, they don't actually drop a regular body. If they drop anything, it will be their wisp heart, which is reagent for doing mixing, but I don't necessarily care about that. I think the willow wisps are the strongest one, but I'm not so sure. Either way, I'm basically just following the wisps that are attacking me and attack them instead. Unicorns? Unicorns don't exist. You're fooling me right now. Also, by the way, everything is shooting at us. So maybe just being on the move is better. I was looking for the will-o-wisp, but I found unicorns instead. So we get an amulet here. Unicorn horns. And more unicorns. Let me check something real quick. We have the... oh. Alright. We're past that already. Either way, let's check out the thingy over here real quick. There's a lot of stuff there to the west. We'll probably want to see what that is about as well. Unicorns don't exist anymore. Heroism pedestal. I don't know whether that is better than my spell, but it might be, for all I know. And here we have basilisks. You know anything about the name basilisk, you will probably notice that this is a type of creature that turns you into stone. Petrification. So, what does that mean for us? Well, it most likely means that the pilgrims that were going through here are all petrified. Which is why we acquired those scrolls, I guess. To be fair, it's a bit of a weird thing to acquire those scrolls of stone to flesh just like that when you just start the quest without necessarily knowing about the basilisks, but oh well. So, unfortunately our troll is petrified already. I don't know whether we need the older anti-petrification scrolls or whether we have some to spare. For now I'm going to just leave him like that, I guess. Which is less than ideal, because he would be the one that is the farthest behind in experience. So, here we have a thing. My Heroes of Might and Magic 3 experience tells me that this is a dwarven hill. I don't know whether that's actually true. Those are elder basilisks. I was wondering, those seem to be pretty sturdy.
Yes, we've done it.
This is just a regular basilisk. I knew the pink ones were basically regular basilisks. But elder basilisks, I was not aware, were also part of the plan. I believe Body Magic Master can learn Stone to Flesh. Basilisks are evil, especially Dark Souls ones, yeah. This cave is a legendary in Trollish lore, and is a holy place. Other creatures, however, might just see it as a lair of occupy and defend. Is this the Holy Land, or the Promised Land of the Trolls, where they originated from? Maybe. Maybe that's where we need to lead them to. But before we do that, I need to find those petrified souls. Oh, I was healing the wrong guy. To be fair, he could use some healing too. More wisps! Kill them! And they drop their wisp's heart. There's a well right down there that we want to probably try take a look at once we are rid of those wisps. Actually, you might be... those wisps might actually just be adjusting to my height level that I am at, rather than them just flying around randomly or flying away from you. So maybe it's not too bad if you are running around on the floor. Where was the... oh, horseshoes. Oh, maybe I should take a look at those reagents on the floor then. This can be horseshoes. Oh, I see. I see. Thank you, Stingray Knight. Appreciate that. Oh, where was the well? There it is. Let us take a look at it. Ha ha ha! Poisoned. Yeah, alright. The well is poisoned, so that might have been it. Also, this looks like a gigantic arrow, if you ask me. Maybe I should just use one of those stone to flesh scrolls. After all. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for, it's just why I want to take out those wisps here. You know what? If we need more of those, we can probably get them. What? I mean... that's the entire point. Oh, that's how it works. That was a pretty gruesome sound effect, if you ask me. Overdo's nothing, it just killed one of those wisps. You don't like those wisps anymore. So... cast blessing. Let's not accidentally attack whatever is over there. Well, we didn't exactly go northeast, did we? Let's go further northeast. We kind of fell a bit off track because of the wisps. This might be the Badlands or whatever. Oh, I see, I understand now. Enter plane of air. So, for some reason, there was a gate to the plane of air opened in this area here, and that is what wreaked so much havoc in the area. So this is how we get to the plane of air if we wanted to. I probably want to sometime, but not quite yet. Before that, we are looking for other things. There's more wisps over there. Just below us are a ton of basilisks converging. And there's the stone circle. Considering that there's so many basilisks right below us, it is safe to assume that this is the reason as to why they are petrified.
Ow.
Ow. Speaking of ow, we should have our single target guys shoot over there. And you just area of effect those guys down. So here you might as well cast some of this. Cast some more flame burst.
Is down.
That's a lot of enemies dead indeed. Nice. Kill those guys. That thing survives quite a beating, it seems. Oh, I did not mean to hit that way. This guy is already running away. Killing Basilisk. Basilisk down.
Ow!
So... those things are still quite strong. We probably should take out wisps first. Because they're kind of ruining us from far. At least they are ruining Kori for some... well, Rohani. She's not called Kori.
We did it!
Yeah, they're just moving actually closer rather than away. Maybe it's just the active combat mode of them to move away. Wonder if I can hit him from here. Oh, not like this anyways. So, either way, need a little bit of healing here. Then we cast one more of those. All the basilisks down for the most part, just a few left. And we can take out the rest of them just like this, without too much trouble.
Got it.
Got it indeed. Sweet. Don't need to heal their spell, they regenerates over time anyways. Kinda would like to heal him, but oh well. Don't need to heal too much. Probably. Okay, let's investigate this Thorn Circle if we ever get to it. Oh, getting rudely interrupted by all those wisps. And basilisks. Oh, that's more basilisks. Probably want to be a bit careful around those, so we don't get petrified again. With just basilisks, we are fine. If it's wisps, we probably need to take those out from at range. There's one wisp climbing over here, it seems like. Let's just take it out before we do anything else.
He's done.
There's another wisp. Let's just take it out before we do anything else. Okay, okay. So, the rest below us should just be basilisks, which we can deal with the same way again. Also sorry for not necessarily clicking the links right now, Stingray 9, because if I did that, I would actually... When I play Mind Magic, it will remove Windows Error, which means any windows that is overlaying the game window will appear on top of it rather than just it only capturing straight through. Which, that's a bit of a problem. Where are they? I can't tell. So if I were to click right now, it would just kind of appear on stream, which in this case is probably fine, but it also would stop all the music and the entire flow of the game. Mainly because I changed my just my setup with the OBS thing to be my main window rather than anything else. Also, all the basilisks are pretty strong, to say the least. Okay, I can barely see anything. Killed Elder Basilisk. Wonder whether my cactus also couldn't see anything because of the leaves of the trees. Which would be interesting. I would not know that this actually is a mechanic in this game. There's still one left? No. Alright, we got all of them now. Finally. Clean out the basilisks. I'm going to see you, Luca Jim. Oh, thank you. And I hope you have a good day as well. So... This is game saved. No, Ancient Runestone. And a Druid Circle. And we have entered Druid Circle. So we can enter the Druid Circle. What does await us over here? Actually, I think I just remembered something. Remember when I said that I thought the mines next to Alvar were so incredibly strong and brutal? And I thought it may have been the plane of Earth instead. I'm pretty sure I never cleared the plane of Earth, however. Well, I think I just remembered. Druid Circle. The dark rock of these stone monuments cannot be found nearby. The nearest source is the Shadowspire Mountains and a hundred leagues away.
What lies ahead?
Basically, this is what I thought it was.
I have no
We
idea.
have Dark Dwarf
I have
Pounders,
no idea.
Boulders, and Juggernauts. We probably want to make a mad dash for this little hallway. And also, no, not you. Here, shield. I think that was my best
I've
option.
never seen one before.
Charger.
I've never seen one before.
You're supposed to be pretty good at identifying monsters, by the way. Yeah. Learn which spells the monster can cast. You're not so good at that, are you? I hope Grandmaster is going to be better.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That was about 160 damage.
I don't know.
7 damage. The daggers don't seem to do a whole lot, but the swords are reasonably strong against it. Okay, we are still fine for now. He's running away.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay, that guy is dead. Try to kill this guy before he runs.
I've never seen
Actually,
one
him
before.
running away is basically fine. I don't need to worry about him anymore. I guess we can just kill him instead, anyways. Ouch! Throwing a boulder at us. That was a lot of damage to my troll. This guy is not as strong. The Juggernauts seem to be the stronger ones.
I've never seen one before. It won't hurt us.
It won't hurt us. Effects none. Alrighty. I think this is what I remembered being so dangerous over here. Whew. So the main reason why I wanted to get out of the middle is because of those boulders. The boulders shoot stones and rocks and shrapnels. Shrapnels are single target and not that much damage. However, the boulders are a ton of damage.
We've done it.
Kill the charger. Boulders are just so much damage overall. They deal so much damage if they hit you. Which is why I decided to try and just get away from them. There was a boulder. To be fair, we have shield active right now, so we should take less damage than normal. Oh wait, that's still one more. Also, I believe the boulders exploded to some damage after you kill them, so need to be still wary of them, even if you could melee them. What is that? Chest. Oh boy. This looks interesting. Druid Circlet of Power. A legendary item rumored to be from the time of ancients. Only someone with the power of a Grand Druid can wear this item. It doesn't say quest item. I have no idea what that thing does. Our Dark Elf is as close to a Druid as we get, I guess.
This is useful.
11 Might. I don't know what our Minotaur
Leave
has
it.
currently, but
Leave it.
yeah, it doesn't know. Plus 1 to 7 stats, we might be able to equip
Leave
that.
it.
And the belt doesn't do anything. Neat. We found some stuff. Let's see, do you have a belt? You have a belt. Accuracy plus 14, speed plus 13, personality plus 9, personality plus 16. The Recite Logo power cannot be used that way. Alright, I guess this is not how it just works. Resistances and plus 1 all 7 stats. I'd rather give this the belt of speed to you and we sell this one instead. Alrighty, that's interesting. We could actually rest over here. And I think I'll just do that. Because we are far enough away from other enemies that they are not going to harm us over here, which is nice. Okie dokie. we are actually in pretty good shape. I was a bit worried there initially, but that mad dash for the exit really helped us, I would say. Once again, the shrapnels are not the bad part. The bad part are those boulders they control, which I learned now, I think anyways, is a spell rather than anything else. I think Ithilgor is missing.
We got
Easy kill.
No, no longer missing. Heal. What's that? Nothing here. What is that? Maybe just door hinges or what? Something is shooting at me and I have no idea where from. Some gemstones. Hi.
Ow.
Okay, little dwarf dudes. And those juggernauts, Demolisher it's called here. They don't seem to be able to even get through their own tunnels, so I wonder whether those originally were their own tunnels, considering how poorly they are at navigating it. That Demolisher has so much health, by the way. Kind of crazy. Wow, that was a lot of health. What do we have here? More treasure. Well, we still have about 100,000 gold in the bank, so we're definitely not poor here. Let's see.
I wish I knew.
Right, you're not a good one to identify.
Leave it.
Alvin Warbow, Knightly Broadsword, probably for selling.
Worthless.
Sell this thing as well.
Leave it.
ID item skill. You know what? You can have that for now until we have a Grandmaster in you. Speed plus 10. That's pretty sweet actually. Let's see, what do you have? Arms Master skill plus 10. I'd rather have you being faster. You can have the Arms Master here, and this is hit points plus 7. Actually, hit points plus 7 is better for you. No discussion here. Accuracy plus 12. Speed or accuracy? To be fair, accuracy is the best for you rather than hit points, even though I like hit points. So we sell this thing. So why is this here? I love Grandmaster Perception, by the way. I would have not found those thingies. What is that? Mercury. Oh, that's a catalyst. Okay, sometimes there's some use for catalysts.
Leave it.
Minotaur Herdsman acts of lightning. Well, that's just strictly better than what we have at this point.
Can't carry. Leave it.
Alchemy skill plus 12. Just sell it.
Worthless.
Hat of luck. Alrighty. Here.
It won't fit.
So this should just deal straight up more damage than the other thing we have. Warmth. So those dark dwarfs are pretty easy prey. Their big fellows are a lot stronger, but not nearly as much of a problem because they can't go through this little tunnel. I mean, there's no reason for me to not just take advantage of this, really. This guy just running away. He is. There, buddy. And there's a dead end. You would think the treasure would be hidden in dead ends, but not in this case. Unless, even with perception, I don't see anything. But not in this case, which is interesting. So I would have kind of searched the walls over here, but I would not have searched the walls in this room here. Although in hindsight, if you think about it, those walls were rather flat compared to everything else, so you might be able to identify them regardless. Also, oh, I don't know what those are. Those are the trap thingies. I see. Boom. They give a ton of gemstones. Some of them probably even diamonds.
Got him!
Got him! Nice. So far we haven't really taken too many boulders to our face, which is quite nice because I did forget to refresh this, which is less than ideal. I would not remember it in 8, Stingray 9. They really don't like the trolls for some reason. This is the last corridor that we have yet to explore.
Who's next?
Gemstone. So I don't think we've been in here before. Nope. We can take you on melee, no problem. Maybe it is a bit of a problem. I think Elspeth was stunned for a second there. Only for a second. So this looked like it might have been the remainder of the enemies in this area. So we found the Druid Crown. What do we do with that? I have no clue. Maybe we'll find some people that would like to have the Druid Crown sometime. It's probably a quest item, I would imagine anyways. I don't know though. As in, I genuinely don't know. Also don't tell me, because we might figure it out. If not, well, we could go on a hunt eventually. Alrighty, that seems to be the entire cave. Also, you may have seen as to why I thought this was such a brutal area as a kid. Because I was really certain we were in big trouble here. But it actually turns out we were not nearly in as much big of a trouble as I thought we would be. So nice, Bombsy. Okie dokie, that's that. Sweet. What are you? Another basilisk. So, just
Got him!
making sure that he doesn't accidentally sneak up on us and petrify someone with a lucky shot.
Ow!
So, that's not nice. Wisps down. There was something. I know we are looking for something or someone in these areas here. What exactly? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, our best clue are those basilisks that petrify. I wonder whether one of those 3 stumps might be a hidden stash. Ow! No, 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 no. Where did you come from? Did you just respawn or what? That's super rude. Contest of speed. Failed the contest, failed the contest, failed the contest. So, who has the most speed overall? 1837. Oh wow, hang on.
It's fixed.
It's really convenient having someone who at least is master in those kinds of things. 43, 37. Nope. No one is particularly speedy. Did I just straight up miss this? Also, there's a statue over there. Alright, I think we're getting closer to the mystery. Good night. Hi, statue. Dark Elf Pilgrim. No! What? Where am I? You rescued me? My thanks. That's it. That's probably why we have so many Stone to Flesh scrolls. I hope I didn't need all 6 of them. There has to be more of those guys. And there's another one. Okay, same deal. That's number 2. So that's what we're looking for, I guess. The assumption is Carney was also petrified. He was about to investigate the stone circle. Oh, hello! Thank you.
Thank you for your assistance with the Basilisk curse. Usually I'm prepared to handle the wild lizards, but this time there were just too many of them. The Temple of the Sun asked me to check on a few pilgrims that were looking for a true circle of stone in this area. When I found the first statue, I realized what had happened to the pilgrims. I myself did not know of the increase in the number of basilisks in this area. They seemed to be agitated by something. I was going to investigate the druid circle of stone when the basilisk attacked me.
Patriarch. Corey looks over the dark elves in your party.
To rescue me, you must have searched my path and investigated the places I had been. This demonstrates the intelligence needed to succeed in dealing with the world and business.
To get to where I was attacked, you must have the skills needed to fight the basilisk and other threats, demonstrating your prowess as a warrior. Skills shown in battle is needed when proper negotiations break down. To ask me for promotion demonstrates a desire, and without desire, success will always escape your grasp. You have all the traits necessary to hold the title of Patriarch. I will notify the council upon my return. It would be my pleasure to travel with you again. You can find me in the inn in the Ravenshore. Thanks again for your assistance with the Basilisk curse. Hurry back to Alvar. We must do what we can to save the dam. Alrighty, we got him. We got it. And we can even become a Patriarch now. Which means only the Troll and Nosferatu are, at this point, just kind of elusive. Wonder whether there's more of those statues just kind of around these parts. Trying to go southeast. Also, let's just go south here, I guess. Oh, there is more of those. Oh. Was it just unicorns? Just unicorns. Immolation pedestal. I guess we are now immolated. Which I think means our weapons deal now additional fire damage, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of unicorns that are shooting at us. Like a lot of unicorns that are shooting at us. Ooh. Holy cow. We can do a mad dive for the chests here. Ooh. Dragoning Blade, a deep-biting, perfectly balanced weapon designed for only one purpose, slaying of dragons. Worthless, you say? I don't think it's worthless, but I see why you would not want to take it. Earth resistance plus 10. Selling it.
Worthless. Leave it.
Plus 10 made gloves. I think that's okay. We can leave the rest here. Just going straight up. Oh, I wanted to select you, yes. Alrighty. Next one here. Haste? Fire magic. It's actually pretty neat. Plus 5 speed and accuracy. That's really nice. Let's give those to our ogre. Rings. Plus 11 hit points. You get those. Earth resistance. I think we sell it instead. Mass Sphere and Rock Blast. Regular dragon helmet. Club of Fire. Dark Elven Longsword of Doom. So that means we want to check on your skills and stuff. Fire magic expert.
I can use
So
this.
we can actually haste now. You have the sword mainly for selling here in your inventory, but one of those things there, 11 hit points, was actually pretty good. Might and endurance. Hit points plus 3, endurance plus 5, disarm skill, hit points plus 8, hit points plus 5. Yeah, I just kind of stack her of hit points, I guess. Here, we exchange this, and you get these ones, no? You also get the new boots. Your previous boots basically didn't do anything. Okay. We have one more chest to try and get. Oh, that's one we already had. I was mistaken. There, this is the one. Most of those things are going to be worthless. Ooh. Amulet of Doom. Just sell it. Day of the Gods. We keep that actually. Flying Fist is indeed kind of worthless. Alright, that's that. I'm not going to bother killing all those unicorns. They don't exist after all, so I would be just fighting imaginary shadows. Imaginary shadows, wow.
Worthless. Leave it.
So, alright. Let's explore that little bit of darkness over there as well. To be fair, those trees might just kind of prevent me from seeing stuff clearly anyways. Then we go up here and then down. That was a lot of enemies there. Over there is the poisoned well, and over here is the plane of air portal. Probably don't need to heal Rouhani too much more. Go a bit further north. There seems to be another colony of probably basilisks. And they... Oh, no, that's not basilisks. Pierce Will. Or something like that. That's more unicorns. Just die for the treasure.
Leave it.
Poor guys. We just dropped them blind.
Worthless. Leave it.
So...
Worthless. Worthless.
Invisibility. Huh. Invisibility does exactly what it says it does. But you can only cast it, I think, when you are green, basically. Right here, now we are in the green. Now we're invisible. And as long as we don't bump into enemies, we should be able to just sneak by everything. I think, anyways. What do we have here? Lizardman Trident.
Worthless.
Starburst, we just sell it.
Leave it.
Barbarian's Reverend Scepter. Sell it.
Worthless.
Alright. Goodbye. We found another obelisk. When will we find the first asteroid? Why still is it such a downer? Everything sucks for him. Yeah. Either way, this might be something we want to explore too. So, I would say let's just take a peek. Apparently that made us visible again. That is good to know in case I ever use visibility. Alrighty. Oh shoot. No.
Wise ahead.
To be fair, we still have stone to flesh scrolls.
Haven't seen one
This could be tough.
I don't know.
Kill the young basilisk. One less chance of getting petrified.
We've done it.
Don't hit me. Wisps? Oh. Our troll really gets beating right here. Holy cow. Why are you so focused on my troll?
Who wants some?
Who wants some?
Got him. Ow.
That was a sneaky guy. He just kind of peeks out behind the cover and then goes back into cover after shooting. I probably might want to refresh
We did it.
Wizard Eye and stuff. Okay, this is a single room. Let's take a look at it. Will-o-wisp. While he's going to deal a lot of damage, those guys are going to petrify me. But to be fair, I can't seem to shoot those guys right now because I'm shooting in the floor instead.
This could be tough.
Whatever, let's go. Don't petrify, don't petrify, don't petrify me. Nice. Shoot down the lizard. It's not a lizard. Ooh, what do we have here? Let's see. We no longer need cure poison.
Leave it.
Rock Blast, Inferno. Rock Blast if Earth, Inferno is fire, naturally. Hey Chaos Kitty, welcome, how are you doing?
Leave it.
Control Undead and Cure Poison. Not what we're looking for. Our Minotaur would notice something if there was anything here. So it looks like there's nothing here. So let us tread forward carefully. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, in about half an hour, the Seeker of Mana race might happen. I'm actually not sure whether it's going to be a thing or not, but Seeker of Mana remake, that is. If it's going to happen, I will be participating in that as well. Speedrun race, in case anyone is curious what that is about. Since I tend to be, generally speaking, a speedrunner. A resistance, nothing useful. Nothing useful. Nothing useful at all. Okay. Starting to get the hang of things. Hi. Stay. Alrighty, we have not been here. There's a red dot, but I assume this is just in the... Yeah, this is over here. Young Basilisk's dead. More Basilisks dead. There's something sneaking up from behind us. Thanks to Wizard's Eye, we can see that.
It is down.
Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. This looks an awful lot like the tombs of the trolls, so I feel like we might be here where the trolls ask us to find their homeland, and if we do find it, we actually will be able to promote our troll to... I don't know what a high troll is called, the warlord or something like that? Either way, the higher version of that. Neat. More stuff. What do we have here?
Worthless.
ID item skill plus 11. Actually, I'm going to give this to him.
Worthless.
Lights and power cure. I don't know what power cure does, but that sounds neat. Like, if I power cure... That group heal? Kind of looked like a group heal. Okay, what do we have here? Item skill for here. This is money. Gemstones.
Leave it.
Speed plus 6.
Worthless.
Sounds nice, but it's just money for now. Nothing here. Nothing here. Begs the question whether those bodies are actually petrified or whether they are just mummified in these catacombs here. So one of those has ID item skill, or two actually. So those are just weak here in comparison. What do others thing have? This thing doesn't even do anything, huh? Wow, most of those rings don't do anything. You just like rings, don't you? ID item skill plus 16. Haha, I didn't even realize he had rings that didn't do anything. He just liked having rings. I don't blame you. You're a dragon after all. Was there a thing on the floor? Oh, this thing. Let's just pick it up. That way I'm not going to look for the blue thing anymore. And that was the last enemy. Nothing here. I don't know what we are looking for here. So here's the thing. Anyone who may know this game, you're free to tell me one thing. Is there something that I'm supposed to get from here in order to bring back to the trolls? Just a yes or no. Or is, well... Basically, am I missing something in here? Because it feels like I'm missing something in here. I expected dwarves in here because Dwarven Hills from Heroes of Might and Magic reminded me of this. It just feels like there should be more here. Like I might be missing something despite perception. Torch, torch, torch. Just... There was no single wall that ended up being trigger or anything like that so far in this area, which is unusual. Maybe just finding this was sufficient. I do not know. This definitely looks like the troll tomb, if you ask me. Well, we're going for now. No one ended up answering, but that's okay. We do know where this is. Wait, it literally said ancient troll home just now, so we did find it. The question is whether I need to bring a thing in order for them to know that I found it. Or whether that is okay as it is. Race in 30 minutes? Well, yes, in approximately 30 minutes, which means I'm going to take a break, or well, end this session here in about 20-ish. So we have explored almost everything. Where does this lead to if I go through here? Garrett Gorge. We don't need to go there. Which, by the way, kind of means we have pretty much completely covered Murmur Woods. There's the plain of air I haven't gone into, but that's about it. We have received the orders what we need to do in order to have the light priest dudes, which may be a tad fanatic. What we need to do for those guys to join us, basically. Just a little. Not too fanatic. Alrighty. That's that, I think. Nothing here, I don't think. That's alright. I see, fair enough. Thank you, Kirkais. So in this case, the answer would be no. You don't need anything from that area specifically. Unicorn! It's a fall. Oops, I just killed a fall. I'm sorry. I'm out of here. Alvar. I guess we can go to Alvar. Alvar is kind of along the way. Oh, no, I don't want to go anywhere else. Where are we here? Whoa. In the middle of nowhere, it feels like. Empty cauldron. We've been here before. There were ogres here. We stopped them from raiding us. Either way, are you actually a patriarch already? She is? Oh. Oh, I didn't realize she would already be patriarch already. I thought I need to go back to Alvar first. Well, that's neat. Master Spear, Expert Dagger, Grandmaster Bow. She can actually become Grandmaster Bow person now. Well then, only the troll remains basic class at this point. Master Chain. Do we have enough? Did we get Master Chain already? We did. We still don't have any more skill points though. Derp.
The store is closed.
The store is closed, so we wait. It's alright.
Practice session just started.
With your skills, you could be a teacher here. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I would like to not be a teacher. I would like to be taught. That's alright. So... Glamour.
How can I help you today?
I would like to sell a bunch of things, good sir. And that bunch of things is a bunch of armor we don't need. We just kind of found them randomly. Alright, we actually wanted to check that for a Minotaur briefly before we sell it. So here, by the way, if you are a Grandmaster Merchant, you can sell items for the buy price if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of crazy. Hang on. 11 speed points, intellect. I don't really need spell points, but I kind of like speed, so I'm going to sell this one.
How can I help you today?
Rarities from across the land.
Oh, and I think we just crashed. Oh, no, we didn't. I accidentally clicked outside of the window, and it confused me because it doesn't make sense to click outside the window if I play via OBS window. Alright, fair enough. Lord skills. I really don't need to check that anymore, do I? So. As I mentioned a few times before, in case you're wondering, I'm just selling everything that I have in my inventory right now. It's because I just assume that everything I have is for sale unless I already used it or put it into a specific person's inventory. So that's kind of how I keep track of things. So Stone to Flesh, I only have one scroll left. I'm going to keep that one because that could actually be useful. Day of the Gods, we could keep this one. Telepathy, just in case we find that one chest.
Business was a pleasure.
Thank you
We
very much.
carry only the finest.
Alrighty, that's pretty much it. We have one more here. And Snake, try that with the rulership. Slows target. I'm not going to use a two-handed sword. I might use this just for the water resistance.
I wish I knew.
But that's about it. There's a thing that kind of snuck into your inventory. Alright, worthless.
We carry on. I don't appreciate you wasting my time.
I never.
Rude. So, Corey Blackthorn.
Corey returned and informed us that of this assistance you provided her.
She also notified us of your promotion. Congratulations. May your profits bring you much joy. Promote Dark Elves. Kari told me to help her with the Curse of the Basilisk. She has instructed me to promote any Dark Elves that travel with you to Patriarch. Well, I thought she was already, but alright, fair enough. Thank you. Metal Bay, thank you for hosting. Greetings to you. How are you doing? Alrighty, in this case, do we go to Iron Sand Desert and see whether we can have a maximum troll as well, or whatever the high troll is called? Master Meditation. You still don't have meditation, do you? Nope. Nope, you don't. Expert Alchemy, wait. Was I just able to right-click here? I never knew that you could just do that. Oh my goodness, you can't just right-click onto the buildings in order to figure out what the thing is do. Holy cow. Alright, by the way, I almost forgot. The Fromago guy. That's not the Fromago guy. No, you're not a Fromag. Who is Cheese? Your life. Warrior Cheese Masters, indeed. I found 3 cheeses. Quest.
Greetings. How may Azal Framago, Master of Jesus, serve you?
Excellent. Give me the cheeses. I must consume them. Ferland, exquisite. Eldenry, wondrous smoking. Dundalk. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Well, Dundalk. Well, that's not very nice, is it?
You have made my Chadamean cheese cataloging a safari success.
I can die a happy man. You have the humble thanks of a man of cheese, and here's your promised reward. So we completed the cheese quests. Nice. Alright. And let's see. Check the rest. Earth Magic Master. We actually can now go all the way up to master level, thanks to her being all the way there. Wait, did you already? Air magic she could master, but I would need to know where it is at this point before I can get there. But Disarm Trap Grandmaster would be the next goal, I guess. Or bow. Bow might be really good too. We don't have an amazing bow yet. We have a good bows, but not amazing. Expert Identify Item, Perception, Disarm Trap Master, Expert Mind Magic. Here we can actually go Expert Mind Magic with our Minotaur as well. Oh yeah, the Nosferatu we still are lacking too. I kind of forgot about that. Sorry, Elspeth. We are still looking for... Here. Minotaur is getting better at healing and stuff as well. Oops. We would now need more items too. Grandmaster Dark Elf, which we could technically get if we had enough skill points. Expert Shield, Expert Dark Elf, Master Chain, Expert Dagger, and the rest I checked already. Alright, let's see what we can get for you guys.
We got spells.
Wait, you don't have... Oh, you still need Body Magic Expert. Let's just buy for you as well already. Oh wait, those are only basic ones. Body Resistance. Sure. Might be useful to buy those for you. Cure Weakness. You have this already actually. Okay. He only has basic ones, that's interesting. Remove Fear. Mind Magic, Mind Blast, Telepathy. Turn Undead, Detect Light and Fate. and bless. Okay. Not terribly interested in most of those. He, however, can cast bless at the same level as Elspeth. Well, not quite, I guess.
I'll use it well.
You already know the remove fear spell. Too bad.
I can use this.
Raise the dead. Spirit magic and mind magic. Yeah, right. She needs to become Nosferatu. Okie dokie. Glad to hear you're doing well, Metal Bear. And we are definitely making quite a bit of progress through Mind Magic 8. We have, in fact, cleared most of the things that I can even think about. Like at this point, we can return to the trolls in the Iron Sand Desert. Where do I need to go through Iron Sand Desert anyways? I think it's to get past
Need a coat?
Carrot
Ready
Coach.
to go, ready to go.
Also, those guys around here don't like us. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, also horseshoes. We can get new horseshoes here. Refreshing, 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 refreshing. That's nice. 3 horseshoes. That was definitely worth my time coming over here alone. But I'm pretty sure this is the way to go to Iron Sand Desert, which is where I want to go next. No, it is not. This is Ravaged Roaming. That's a different place. I'm actually curious where the remains of Corbu are going to be, because I have actually no recollection of that at all. I know Alvar is in one direction. I could steal their food. Hooray! Oops. So I was wrong about where that thing was. Corvus remains. I'm actually very curious. Murmurwood. No. I wanted to go to Alvar at this point. Our main quest is basically going to Shadowspire currently, but I would like to get to Iron Sand Desert just to deliver the trolling. Also, before I move out of here, let me see real quick.
Step aside.
Wrong button. Let me see real quick. Where was Air Magic Master? I think that was actually in Ravaged Roaming. Now I think about it, the Minotaur lair, if I'm not mistaken. Air Magic... Daggerwound Island. Oh, Master is Ravaged Roaming. Oh, I was right. Huh. I was right. So we're going back to Ravenshore. You don't remember this game? It's the first time I've actually noticed the Maiden Magic is technically, or Heroes of Might and Magic is technically a spin-off of the Might and Magic series. Eventually you guys will learn not to just shoot random arrows at me, that's kind of rude. As in, I did not actually know that Might and Magic was technically the predecessor to Heroes of Might and Magic. And I played a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic and I was just kind of fascinated. Oh, look at this creature, I know this from Heroes.
Need a coach?
2 days to Alvar.
Ready?
We are back here, because I'm a derp. Iron Sand Desert is actually also quite a few things that are still containing places that we haven't explored yet, now that I think about it. So Shadow Spire, Ravage, and Iron Sand Desert. I think those are the only two. There we go, that's where I needed to go. Alrighty, so as you can see, we just basically explored the basic area here. Grandmaster Mace. We would need to become a Master Throw for this. Master Staff, Grandmaster Leather, same here. Master Water Magic. That sounds interesting. Grandmaster Bodybuilding and Expert Regeneration. Grandmaster Bodybuilding, you say? No, I would not invest into that. It's basically quote-unquote just hit points. Hit points are nice, but not all that intriguing. Here, Regeneration. I wanted to become Master with him already, but I couldn't because I missed on the Expert one. Promote Trolls. Hang on, wait. There's the Jelly. Ancient Home. Oh!
You have found an ancient home? It's located in the western area of Murmurbush? This is wonderful news. Perhaps there is still time to move my people. Unfortunately, the elemental threat must be dealt with first, or no people will be safe. All trolls among you have been promoted to War Troll, and their names will be forever remembered in our songs. I will teach the rest of you what skills I can. Perhaps it will be enough to help you in the saving the dam.
Alrighty, we are actually now a War Troll.
Before Warlock left, instructed me to promote any trolls that are with you to War Troll. The Village of Rust will be forever thankful to you.
Warlock is still here. Yeah, I guess he did instruct you before he left. Alrighty. So, I would say we gained a bunch of hit points here. 135 in fact. Just from the promotion alone. Nice, so we are a War Troll now, just Nosferatu left.
We have a customer.
Okay. And where is Expert?
Need a coach?
No. Oh, I did not know you could travel there. Regeneration. Oh. He looks so happy when he does that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is it for Might and Magic 8 for today. We have done quite a lot, to say the least. Next time we investigate the Iron Forge Desert. Iron Sand Desert, excuse me. We will want to check out these areas here. There's at least 2 more dungeons that we have yet to figure out. I know that for certain. And well, we will see what we're going for. That map, I know. But keep it in your head, please. Don't worry, I think we're all thinking the same, but I like to keep it around here. Let's say, as a rule of thumb, family friendly. We're no angels either. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I think using mouse to look around is way nicer. However, one thing I probably need to remember more thoroughly is to not basically swing my mouse around too much. Also, what's that? Bones, let's see. So it's a little bit more pleasant for the eye. Either way, thank you very much for watching, for listening and for lurking, and well, maybe until next time. Thank you very much.